What's up, everybody? Nice to see everybody. I've missed all of y'all. It's nice to see that I still have my team here. We have a popping group in our Discord, which should be, it's probably not going to be in this stream, to be honest with you, but if you go into my bio, you will find the link. We have an amazing group here. We're very active. Trying to get to talk to Marte. He's popping up in here in my stream, in my Discord. So make sure you guys are in here. Anyways, we really want to debate some people tonight. We want to get some amazing debates out. I want to debate YouTubers today. How the hell did I used to find it? Let me go to my other channel. Oh my god, I forgot to fucking switch the actual name. The fuck? Bro, let me fix this real quick. I want to take over the world. Let's take over the world, guys. I want to take over the world. I want to be part of the universe. Let's take over the world, boys. Let's take over the world, over the world, over the world. Let's take over the world. Let's see if this goes. Yeah, the Hunter Biden shit was amazing. I'm gonna watch it actually. I figured out a lot about life, to be honest with you. Life is so interesting.
What's up, Minar?
Yo, yo, bro, I forgot I was streaming. What the
Hope you're
hell, dude?
doing good,
Hey.
man. I saw the video you posted about almost quitting your job.
Oh, hey, yeah, man. Who's this?
It's
Goldie.
Roger.
Goldie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, bro.
Roger.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Listen to me, man. I started January. I was minus $9,000. No. Yeah, let's be honest. $10,000. Okay?
Mm.
Negative. I prayed for this job, man. That's the problem. Now I feel a little bit more comfortable. I wanted to take off. But more than taking off, man, I don't think I want the time off. I hate the anxiety of that if I do lose this job or if I do leave the job, that I might not be able to create that income anywhere else, you know?
Yeah, I do. Cause not I wouldn't say I'm in an exactly similar situation, but I do have a new job where I'm finally like an actual like I'm actually doing some type of engineering work. So I get it. It's stressful.
No, and that's the thing. I mean, god damn it, man. You're like aiming for this thing to be an engineer in this thing. Or this certain, money wise pay rate or whatever it is, and you get it, and then you're like, god damn, it's fucking still just work. It's like, okay, nice, now I have a little bit more money, maybe I can buy a house in a year or in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Some people rush, they buy in the first year. If I
Yep.
stay, it's impossible that you still can buy a house. Like it's impossible. Even though you get that rate, it's impossible. Like even $60 an hour, you're like you still barely just made 100K a year. You're maybe like 110K a year, and so that's not even like that rich. You still need to work a lot for a long time. Like just because you got that work rate, you still like, oh shit, I still need to work. Like you work your ass off to get to this thing, and you get to it and you're like, shit, the reward is more work. It's like, but I get to buy more things.
Yeah. Aren't you in one of the more expensive states? Like, I can't remember if you were. I don't think you're California, but I don't remember. Like, you're.
No, I'm actually in one of the cheap one, Kansas.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm actually very
It's
lucky. I'm a very lucky guy. I was listening to some dude, he was telling me about his rent, and you're just living in a fucking apartment. You're not like living in a nice house. You don't own anything, and he's like paying $850 just in fucking rent. I couldn't believe it. Like compared to me and how much I'm paying, I couldn't believe it.
I mean, 800 sounds about right.
Where you live?
North Carolina. So housing and stuff is not like the worst thing ever, and utilities costs aren't all that bad either. But I live in a college town, so yeah, I expect to pay 800 a month for my rent,
Yeah,
which is
and
more than fine.
yeah, but 850, bro, for rent. That's like
So
shit. That means
yeah, I
just
was
to
gonna say
live, just to live, like that's $2,000.
yeah, I was gonna say so for me, rent for me is like 700 with utilities it's 800, so not the worst for me, and I budget pretty all right.
That's what I'm saying. That's without utility. I mean, imagine he's adding utilities, electricity, gas, water,
Sure.
grocery,
So,
miscellaneous.
yeah, so
Holy
he's
moly!
probably spending close. Yeah, he's probably spending close to
I mean,
nine
it's two
seventy
thousand
five
dollars a
thousand
month.
dollars
No,
for the one.
no way you can make. You have to pay $2,000 a month to maintain this lifestyle. Like, that's crazy.
Sure.
Like, think about it. Like, 850 for rent. Let's say his electricity is 100. His water is
Yep.
20. His gas is, he told me, is 60. And let's say his trash is 30, 40. So that's another 100. So just utilities is 100. So electricity is 100, utilities is 100. Then you have Wi-Fi, which is 70. So now $275. That's how much I pay for
Hmm.
Wi-Fi, and it's like one of the lowest. But to be honest with you, because what they do, they give you a promotional period, but then after that you can't. You have to pay that price, and you still get the same
Hmm.
service. Anyways, um, so I'm done with my promotional period. Goddamn, I need my camera. Um, but so you go to see this dude. So you got $275 right there, just in utilities and living, without insurance for the car, without
Right.
we haven't even, have we added groceries? Have we added gas for the driving? Going to work and coming back, because that's really all he's gonna get be able to do, because he has fucking broke. So add it with me, okay? 850, 270. That's 1050, 1120. Then we
Hmm.
have gas coming and going. Let's get $200 a month. 1320. Then we have groceries. Nice groceries. Let's say he doesn't eat out at all. I'm being fucking nice. That's 300. So 1620.
Yeah. It's
And
about right.
let's say miscellaneous, $200. Some random stuff happening, buying cola and the work, getting hungry, buying a snack, whatever it is. So 1820. And I'm sure I'm missing something. Oh, his phone bill, another $100. His Netflix, another $100 for all that stuff, his memberships and everything. So that's $2,020 right there, just to maintain a lifestyle like that he has to keep doing if he wants to keep working like that.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
not
yeah,
the
like,
greatest.
I mean, easily $400 to eat every month. No, nobody pays you. Nobody pays you to eat. Like, I cannot believe that companies in America don't fucking feed you. Like, what the fuck are they doing? What? Why are we working for you as slaves every single day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day? Nobody feeds you anything. Nobody cares about your hygiene. Nobody cares about your fucking nutrition. Just work your ass off, work slave. Okay, take your money and get the fuck out. And the money's paper. It's worth nothing. It's paper money. It's monopoly money. Inflation is
You're,
eating it. No gold is holding it, holding its weight. It's literally held by nothing. It's paper money. It's monopoly money.
yeah.
You're fucking.
Yeah.
They're buying your assets. They're buying your lands. They're buying real things for paper money. That's why they wanted to kill Assad. That's what he said in his speech. He said, "We're done giving our gas and our resources for paper monopoly money." That's what
Hmm.
America's economy is. That's why they got rid of him. And that's what they do. They get rid of every fucking guy that's trying to get rid of the dollar or doesn't want to deal with the dollar because it's paper money. It's fucking bullshit. Uh, and I don't know, man. There's no worth to this dollar. You guys have become wage slaves. I don't know how it's gonna end. $2,000 a month. Holy shit. That means the moment he leaves his work, whatever his savings are, he will be out of them in 6 months and back to work.
Sure.
This time he'll be desperate and he'll take anything. What up, Ethan?
Yeah, I mean, this is why I don't like the current American system. I'm not a big fan of
And you
the
know
the
how do you get out
fiat.
of it,
And
right?
I mean, we can go back to gold standard, or we can actually do some type of precious material. Yeah.
Are you mentally ill? I don't. I hate when
No.
people give me these things that I cannot fucking action on. I need actionable. Hello, we need actionables tonight. I need to do something tonight about it. I'm not gonna wait till the gold standards get affected. This idea that I need to hope to God that a politician does the work for me is ridiculous. You know what we do about it?
I'm not sure what you do about it, but you can go ahead and tell me.
No,
Oh,
man. There has to be some kind of a turn to Islam or something.
I mean, I was essentially trying to do that. I was trying to tell you the same thing, like the but with orthodoxy. That's what I was trying to say to you, brother. But
Yeah, but orthodoxy failed. That's the idea. Like you guys failed. This was an experiment that you guys were allowed to experiment on, and you've been taken over and you've completely failed. Like
I
that's the idea.
I
Like
don't
you
know.
already
I don't.
held your prowess and your authority, and you've given it up. Like you can't come back and ask for it. Like it's over. You failed your experiment. Like
I don't know when orthodoxy was like a big thing in America. I mean, we just started to have any form of roots, like say 1960s, and even then, like there was no majority control of it. It hell, not even like Roman
when you tell
Catholicism
me Christian
had much of a
orthodoxy, I
hold.
just hear like original Christianity.
No,
Like
no, no, no.
I don't hear like
I'm not talking about like American Protestant Christianity that was influenced by Enlightenment ideals. I'm actually talking about like old school Christianity. The time of
that's what I'm talking. That's what
the
I'm
time
listening.
of
That's what I'm hearing. You're saying the original American Christianity was different than that?
yeah, I don't believe that Enlightenment Protestant Christianity is anything close to
What's the evidence
even
though?
the aspect that it doesn't even follow the same precepts.
Like
Like
what?
it like the aspects of Protestant Christianity, like say Baptist and Calvinist, they don't hold any of the aspects of stuff like divine liturgy or any of the aspects of what Orthodoxy or even Catholicism held to. They were trying to change out and do a very minimalist, mere Christianity type of aspects of stuff like veneration was taken away. Aspects of things like let me see, hell, like as a big thing that I'm a big proponent against, that even you're a big proponent against as a Muslim, is the separation of the religion and the state. This was a big Enlightenment ideal that was through uh, primarily secularist and people that were very pro secular or even deist thought, that wanted a complete separation from the aspect of it because they didn't want to go into the old ideas, because they thought if they went to these old ideas they would be going back to Roman Catholicism, and that's what they were heavily against.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about those guys, but I mean, you're acting like your guys are brand new.
No, I'm not saying we're brand new. I'm saying that they were the brand new ones. They were trying to reinvent the wheel, and they ended up making a square out of it.
Holy shit! You're saying there's some kind of infighting between Christians right now?
There's always been some type of infighting in the quote unquote Christian world.
But but like
Like
more than
I
but like more than ideological, like taking over like territories, like territorial kind of warfare.
so there's actually, funny enough, even a time of after the first
It's not like,
crusade.
hey, I just want to stay in peace.
Hold on.
It's like, hey, I want my authority over this land now.
I mean, there's a big aspect that plays into that, but it's not like I'm saying I'm not going for this heavy fascist authoritative government aspect. That's not what I'm going for, brother. What I will say is this, like for good example, so that you understand a little bit of the history. There was literally a crusade after the Crusades of Christianity when Islam. When the Islam Crusades were going on, after that, there was a crusade that was going on nearby Russia and Germany because the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, had fears that Eastern Orthodoxy, for example, was starting to have a large presence in places like Russia and more of the northern areas of Europe. They had a literal crusade about this. I don't have a problem admitting, like, yeah, we've had like this kind of issue since the precepts of it, like literally even in the inception of it, when the Christian Church had the Arian heresy, there was an aspect of the Goths and the Vandals of the North where like that became a whole 300-year war in of itself.
What do I call myself? Nice, man. I'm trying to get on some. Man, you're a very smart guy, man. You're a very smart guy. I need you. I need to listen to you a little bit more and learn a little bit more. But listen, I'm trying to get on this some streams. Do you know anybody live right now?
No. I can't think of anybody as like a big proponent. Like I've been saying, I've been staying away from the past couple months. I've been staying away from like the TikTok shit because it's so damn toxic. It's just constant rage bait.
Yeah, there was a lot of titty meat there.
But did you like it though, Dennison?
Can you guys hang out
No.
1 second? Hello, Manar.
Yes. Hello. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Oh, this
Are you-
fucking guy.
Is this the same individual? I see you
That's
on
my
your-
line.
I'm literally just becoming Dennison too.
Can I jump in for a
And
second?
I'm becoming
please,
you too
Go
because
listen to me. I'm
I
gonna
keep
go
telling people
debate
fair
this
enough.
person.
Yeah.
Or that-
Can I just make a
Crazy.
comment,
Take
like
care.
a
It was good
serious
talking with you.
observation?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
brother. Watch the stream.
Absolutely, Casper. Then I'd like to
Please.
welcome the new guy if I can
Yeah.
to my channel.
Don't welcome
I thought this
Menard.
would give it breath too, so I'm gonna talk on top of everyone. I don't care now. Okay, I'm gonna do what this that's doing and just deleting my fucking input. What I wanted to say is, it's not a fair comparison between the men's junk and a female. Men are visual. What women find attractive is very different. Furthermore, there is such thing as female gaze. However, because of what men and women find attractive, most men in their life will probably never even see it, let alone experience it at the current rates. Okay, so denying that females don't swoon over men while demonizing men who, I'm sorry, our standards are low. We actually find 50% of you attractive. We can self-sort. Yeah, like it is what it is. You know, we're gonna appreciate every single woman at her peak. That's if we didn't, our genes wouldn't be here. I'm done.
Wait, what do you mean by the female gaze?
God.
Hold on, I gotta ask.
I know that was
I can find you videos and pictures of it if you really want to see it. There's many a meme. Like there's one when there's this kid and he's doing like a dance for this girl to ask her out, right? And he's like clown maxing, as incels would call it.
Gotcha.
You know, doing
Kinda
the
like
dance,
what
whatever.
you're doing
and then
right
when
now?
you I'm sorry.
Menard, shut the fuck up
Do I
with your
know you?
debate brain retard.
1 second.
So
Who is he?
I appreciate it.
He's
Why
a
are you
debate
here?
brain
Hey,
he's a debate brain retard that
Hey.
trolls the fucking Crucible people.
Just kick the cunt.
Manar.
Hey,
I'm gonna say hello.
Hey,
and
heard
welcome
it
to my
kicking.
channel.
Now
My
I'm
name
back.
is
What a nice way to introduce
Hang
yourself
on.
to a panel of people you don't know, you piece of shit.
by saying the
For real.
stream's boring as well in chat.
Yeah, you
Bro,
almost made me
where's
go
your
to sleep,
butt plug?
man.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
here.
obviously this is his content.
Manar is here. Don't worry, everybody.
You
Chat,
cunt.
don't worry. I'm
Why are you
here.
here,
I'm
piece
gonna
of
save
shit?
the day. Don't worry.
You're gonna
Gentlemen,
save the day.
Casper, can you give me 1 second, please? Manar, welcome. I'm pretty sure I saw you got beat over on grids a couple of times, but I haven't seen you on since then. How you been?
And
Yeah, that's why Grid won't talk to me. Yeah, I'm doing amazing. Thanks
I
so
don't
much.
know.
I'm
So you're here
making-
to hate on the show, eh? You're just like a fucking fan. Are
I
you
need to
his
work out a
rage
little
hater?
bit more.
You're those cunts who rage
take care
watchers,
of
right?
I
The
need to
hate
go to the
watchers.
dentist.
Oh,
but
you
that's-
need to go
that's
to a
about it. Hey,
dentist?
she asked me how I was,
I
not
wonder,
you.
did you get punched in the
Clown
nose of
Maxer.
yours? Your face looks real nice. Doesn't look like you've had a fight in your life, you fucking little young punk.
Clown Maxer.
Why should I show him
shit.
respect, Sess?
Let this
Tell me,
man-
Sasquatch, why should I show this cunt respect me? He came up here and started spitting on everyone.
Yeah.
And I get it. And we
Fucking
are
right. Thank you for that.
We have to
Appreciate
react
you.
ourselves. Casper, let this man
Wait, say that again, Squatch.
You're gonna simp on him.
Casper.
Is he
Squatch, your
triggered? Did I
mic
trigger
is
him?
failing.
Hey, Casper, you're not Clown
Like your
Maxer.
normal ability to talk over assholes is it's not working.
Yeah, okay. I might have to restart or something. Y'all enjoy yourselves. For
This
a minute.
is
I
manure.
just
This
tried
is
turning you up,
manure.
Squatch.
This is manure. This is what he does. He comes in. He tries to turn the whole show into a debate about something stupid and irrelevant, and it's not. He doesn't care about what we're talking about.
If I may, may I, the host, take just a little inquiry here. So Manar, what do you think about tit?
Yeah, no,
You
he
scared him
doesn't-
What
he
just
doesn't-
happened?
Beth,
Can
he
you hear
doesn't
me?
like when you actually point out the stick because he gets scared that
Where'd
he
he
won't be able
go?
to do it. He left
gives
because
a
I
shit?
pointed out his stick.
He
He's
ran
still
away.
here.
Can you hear me?
It
Hello?
shows that,
Can you hear me?
his devices have been
He
disconnected.
transferred his
you
device
hear
to
me?
another stream that he
fuck
was
just happened?
operating on.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. Bye, Manar.
What the fuck? The gas let me out? What the fuck? What the fuck? No, it's not, no, it's actually my camera. Something's happening to my camera. The fuck, it won't turn on. Damn it, man, the other camera's not gonna work. What just happened to the other camera? Oh my god, I cut off the other camera too? What just happened? Excuse me. Okay, that camera's gone. What just fucking happened? Wow, I don't even know what just happened, dude. Not even just sure what just happened. Everything destroyed. I'm gonna try to get back in there. First of all, I'm gonna turn on this camera. And then I need to figure out a way to get my other camera in there. feel better now. Okay, we're better. We are better now. We look much better. Let's fix our camera now. Okay, we're
Picture
back.
this. So there's young Casper, okay, rarely drunk in the back of an extremely irresponsible car, yeah, and my mate's girlfriend yells out to these two chicks,
backstage.
and this is the best. Like, first time I heard this insult, okay, you might relate to this, but she goes, "Would you like a skirt with that belt?" She like yells
Yeah.
out the car. I was stunned, like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I didn't even get it because I was a young boy. Okay, I was like 20 to 20. I was 20 years old, yeah, and like, I never saw a female shame another female due to lack of clothing. Now, this was in Auckland, New Zealand, early 2000s, right? So this is like 20 years ago. The other question I go for you, if you're a pool junkie, do you know who Black Widow is?
No.
The pool player, the female pool player.
No.
Okay.
I don't
If
follow
you
it that
want
much.
to pollute
so
your
boring.
YouTube algorithm with something cool, look up Black Widow. She's an Asian pool player, and I always had problems with skin friction when I played pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, but she like always had these lesbian metrosexual black gloves, right? But they were like sexy little
Baby
gloves because she
powder,
was a chick.
chalk up
Huh?
your hand. Baby powder fixes that. man.
I didn't learn that. It took an old man, okay, at a pool competition, like after I thought I knew that, after I thought I was a good pool player, right? And then this old shark goes up to me. He's like, "Bro, you're ripping your skin." And I'm like, "Yeah, I have a problem."
What the fuck
He's
is
like, "Check
happening
this
right
out."
now?
Puts chalk on my thing, looks at me, and I hated my life. You know those TikTok things? They're like, I was this
You
years old
didn't
when I
know
found
about
out.
pool
And
chalk?
I got taught how to play
hate it.
pool when I was
Well, there's a
7. I
difference-
got taught how to play left-handed. I play left-handed. I'm right-handed. So
The-
like
the
I
thing
will
is,
against.
Exile-
Huh? Go. I'm a pool
Exile,
shark.
the thi-
Exile.
Exile, what you're missing is, yeah, of course you put chalk on the stick, but a lot of people
Bro,
don't
this is
think to
boring,
take the
bro.
chalk and coat the inside of the stick. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't think that.
I
All
didn't know that till then.
Panel, I want you please give me a minute. Let me. First of all,
I mean,
welcome
what
back.
about the crickets?
Real quick, the cricket can stay. The cricket was okay.
Fuck
So
you,
first of all,
Dennison.
He put it back.
I
That's awesome.
did
That's
not.
what the cricket said.
Guys, cricket's cool. Everybody, but I did not cut off your devices. I don't know where the fuck you're getting off saying that, or to who you think you're saying that to. But anybody at my channel will tell you. I'm a
Who? Do you know who do I think I'm saying that to? Let me.
Euro.
Can I guess a couple of things about you?
If you can't be productive, you're gonna have a bad time, my brother. I promise you that.
Never handle
you
it,
have
Casper.
many tattoos, many divorces. If you've ever been
Nope.
married, many relationships that failed. Probably a couple of children by yourself. Let me see. 2 dogs, 3 cats, 2-bedroom, maybe a 3-bedroom with small basement.
Can you go back to your homeland yet?
So,
Because it's so lovely
isn't that,
over there,
isn't
right?
that a little bit
Let's
racist,
this time of
though?
year.
Isn't that a little bit racist?
Casper, let me play this game. Let me play this game.
Excuse me. Don't blame me for what
Put
you
him in
look
the
like.
back.
It's your
Hey,
parents'
if I'm
fault.
wrong,
Stop. Just
hey,
put 'em in
that's
the
what
back.
that's the impression I got. So I really can't be wrong on this one.
I
If you
really
know what I
see.
mean.
There's the thing is, I'm
Urge.
secure enough that I don't really care about people's
Rising.
opinion. I spent 20 years with the same man. My children are grown. I own my own home and property. I do
Cool
have a
guy.
husky, and because I live out in the country, yeah, I've got a couple of cats too. Because I literally live in the country, like fucking.
Bro, it's the
20 miles.
Muhammad coming. He's the
What?
second Muhammad.
It's wonderful.
Do you
Good
do
for
And I
you.
love
kitties?
Good for you. I
And
hope
by
you
the
stay
way,
there.
You're
I
like
hope
the
you
soccer
stay there and you
I
never
rode
come
the
out. I hope
crucible
so.
For over 2 fucking years. I also, read the Holy Bible.
Wait,
as
wait.
well
Do you
as,
eat pizza? Do you
Bombs
like
over
pizza? I bet you like
Baghdad.
pizza, don't
I
you?
love-
I bet
How's
she
the
likes
weather in
pineapple
Iraq
on
today,
pizza.
bro?
Why don't
See,
they
I know
let you
everything
do
about
it,
you.
man?
What is wrong? Let her
And my
talk.
tattoos are fucking hot. So what about
No,
Let
it?
me
not
white
really.
knight Cynthia. It's a
Not
rare
really.
occasion.
They're
Yeah.
not there to
Up.
impress you,
That's like
so why are they
neon
right there?
blue. It's kind of
The
blinding
what?
me. That's like neon
And
blue.
you
It's
get-
kind of blinding.
It's not blue at all. There's no blue in it whatsoever.
See, this is the thing. I
Color
can't be
blindness,
wrong.
check.
These are my impressions. You can't like. You can tell me I'm wrong. You can like
Opinions
correct
This is
me,
why.
but I'm
This is
telling
why
you,
Emmett
those
treats
are
him like
the
a boss
impressions.
boy.
Can be wrong
It's
when
like you
comes
look at
to
me, you
It's
see
his
yellow teeth,
truth.
you say, "Hey, have you brushed your teeth?"
You
It's like
can
that.
be wrong in
Bro, which
state.
country
I will
do
tell
you
you,
gotta
yes,
get
I
deported
brush my
from, bro?
teeth, but that doesn't mean my teeth
Are
are
you in
not
England or
disgusting and
America?
yellow.
Like, which eyes do I need to
help it.
contact for you,
Understand.
stupid
Can't help
ass?
it.
You're a
Opinions
cake,
are like
motherfucker.
assholes. Yours stinks too, buddy.
Are you
But
Canadian?
you are wrong in what color you're stating.
Anyways,
Which country is he from? Can I look at his IP?
I want to
Like,
have a
which eyes
nice
do I gotta
intellectual
contact?
conversation
Bro, can you
with the
integrate? Can you
smartest of
integrate? Do you know
you.
what integration
That's why
means?
I'm
Can you
here.
integrate into the culture?
I
Can
want
you,
the
Muzzy?
smartest
Can you
of
integrate?
you.
You're in a Christian
Oh,
nation
so
talking to
hey,
Christian people.
Casper,
Can
Who
you
is the
integrate?
best
You
of
stupid
all
cunt?
of you? Give
Casper,
him to
shut
me.
up.
Why are you
Casper.
simping on a woman hater, Cynthia? Do you want to
Casper.
go there with
Shut
him?
up, Casper. Let
Casper,
her
hold on.
handle it. She's
Please, sir.
asked. She's
Give
respected
me
you
the best
enough
of
to
you.
ask. Now you respect her and let her do it. Dumbass.
Breathe, cunt.
So Minar, I'm not gonna have somebody come. We're actually in the middle of reviewing a debate, and I can't.
You've
really
been
just
streaming
let
for
you
5
come up
hours.
here.
This is the most exciting part of your stream.
I'm sorry, but
not.
you're actually
No.
really.
We were
not
literally
explaining
listening to
really
the
not.
guy talking
Guys.
about
We're
some
all
random
indulging
shit.
Beth right now because
Talking
this is
about
her
golf
panel.
and how he sucks at playing golf. That's literally what you
You're
guys were talking
boring.
about right before I came in. That's crazy. That's crazy. So now she can't. It's not about me getting my equipment disconnected. Now she's just kicking me out now. Now she's just getting me out of there immediately.
Back and hit the like button on the way out.
Can I know why I'm getting kicked
yeah.
out?
That seemed like a
Like,
little
share,
mix.
and
She's gonna ban me for no reason. She's literally gonna ban me for no reason.
Help myself, okay? I've been kind the whole day. I can have a PMS moment and just like
You
get
always have a
annoyed
PMS
and do some like I was testing some insults that I
This is crazy. What did I do? What did I do? We're having fun. I asked for the best of them. They kicked me out.
And do all this. Please, I don't want to ban you from my studio because I'd like to give you the chance another time, just not tonight. Have a good night.
To the next one, guys. To the next one. Poor her, she had to deal with me. Let me see if Tom will talk to me. Tom will never talk to me again. What an amazing convo that was.
Odds. One is a conservative, one is a liberal, one's a former police officer, one is a civil rights attorney and a legal mind. It's a lot to get into, make no mistake about it. It's going to be Officer Tatum on the right. It's going to be Charles F. Coleman Jr., civil rights attorney on the left. And there's clearly a lot of things to get into, conflicting accounts. One friend claimed Wells chose to stay behind to talk to a girl. Wells' family strongly disputes this, stating they raised him to never separate.
I haven't looked into this at all. I saw
They
I
did
had a
not
bunch of
want
stuff
the
popping
smoke.
up earlier
That's so surprising.
saying
That's so surprising.
that
You
there
would
was
think
like
people
the
wanted to be-
lawyer of Nolan Wells.
Like she had a room full of people to talk. She's been live for 5 hours. Like What the fuck else are you guys having to do? You have not. What else do you have to do that you haven't done in 5 hours? I'm not understand. She's been live for 5 hours. She should be rejoicing for these random moments that are coming up and entertaining the stream.
I think it was the lawyer.
Like, there has to be, like, if I've been live for 5 hours, I'm like, please God, give me something. And I stop buying. I'm like, holy moly. Imagine I just kick you out. I'm like, what? Now I can rage bait you. I can get some donation. I could do something. The fuck?
Talk about his autopsy. But I didn't know who the fuck no one else was.
Applying one thing, nevertheless, we're hearing other things come to light.
Boring. Why is there so many GXs?
Nobody needs to police that.
Well, what are you policing?
That should not be anywhere on the priority list for some random woman who you know.
I can't. Bad Tom guy's an idiot. I can't believe I respected him back in college. Really. Which one was Bad Tom? This guy?
Millions of views earned. But how do I earn extra?
2 words. YouTube shop.
Watch this shit.
Any kind of names. I did say that Marte's blind pill led to maybe perhaps some kind of like potentially predatory behavior. Not that Marte was a predator, but like the whole blind pill could lead to some kind of predatory conclusions. But have I spoken, like, if I've spoken ill on a man on the internet, like in an unfair manner and something that was misrepresenting his position, oh, look, hey, it's Manar Reports. Hey, saw you on Emmett's the other night. Actually, I'd like to debate you, Manar, but I don't know what we would debate, so. But I hear you're a hoot to debate. Thanks for stopping in. Worsenary is also an atheist. I've accused Worsenary of being an atheist.
That's true.
Also, I don't think atheists think that that's an insult. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think they think it's an insult.
I'm left to fight their battles.
And I'm not coping. I'm just.
I just want to interject. So, AVG, how many fake rape allegations have you made against men? I'm curious.
0.
Okay.
I've never even made a single grape allegation ever.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I?
I did 2 last week.
Most of my life. Oh, I've been celibate for years.
Got,
Before
like,
that,
10
I
under
did
his
a bit of
belt.
dating, and then like prior to that, I was in.
So I'd love to debate you, Manar. Thank you for stopping by. I'd love to debate you, Manar. Did you hear that shit, man? Manar, everybody now knows about Manar. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I have the tiniest stream, but I have the best content. It's like the people that know me enjoy me the most. It's fucking amazing. It's like nobody knows me, and the 3 people, it's like Zerka, but just much smaller audience. Only the people that know him can enjoy him. The fuck is he taking me through? I feel like I just clicked into a... I swear to God, I feel like I just got hacked. What the fuck? I feel like I literally just got hacked. Let's join on this guy. See what's up here.
Yeah.
As a kid, we were on holiday.
Whoa,
in
no
the Canary
fucking
Islands,
way.
And my dad ordered, just because
RP,
he
you
was
see
being
that?
experimental,
No.
ordered a pizza with banana on it.
These people know Manar.
I've got a Discord over the window.
Okay,
was
take
fucking
Dave
grim.
down. Take Dave down.
Okay.
They know Manar reports
We got
too?
someone in the box.
Everybody knows Manar reports?
Yeah, it's really him. He's got his camera on. All right. Hi, Minar.
Hello,
Oh,
can you
God.
hear me?
Can hear you. How you
Hey,
doing?
Minar.
Can you hear us?
I'm doing amazing, guys. How are you?
Hang in there. Doing
Hey, it's Ben. Nice to see you, Ben. You
Ben?
you grew
Ben?
your beard since I seen you last. Nice. Dad knows best. Dad knows best. That's Ben, right?
Oh.
No,
His
John.
name is John.
John.
Oh, I thought you were.
Also, that's an old picture. So that's like.
All right, show us your face. Let me see your face.
All right, here we go.
Wow, did not expect that. Where'd all the hair go?
Oh, I shaved it off. I shave it off periodically.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I liked you with hair better. Anyways, what's up, everybody? Nice to see you.
My wife.
Nice to see you. I love this stream. I really enjoy coming on. I really appreciate you for allowing me to be here. I've been watching this for a while. I'm an avid listener to the
Really?
To the what is it called? The Gretchen show. What should I call this?
No.
This
It's
show
called-
sucks. Why would you listen to us?
It's just Async Network. That's it. It's just Async.
Yeah, he literally was talking
My name
about
just
bananas
happens
on
to be
pizza.
Gretchen. That's all.
So the guy earlier was talking about bananas on pizza. I want to understand. So is that a good or a bad thing?
Oh no, it was
I
diabolical. It was
never
fucking
never
terrible.
said bananas.
I was
John,
so
you said
interested
bananas?
in the story. You don't understand. I love this show. This is one of my favorite shows. I love when you guys talk about pineapple, bananas, guava, and all that random stuff on the pizza. I love it.
I think this is the first time we've ever talked about that on pizza.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, you guys talk about a lot of other boring stuff. True. Yeah. Not only pizza. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for allowing me on. I would love to have a nice discussion about this enlightenment ideas and the ideas of freedom and liberty that we're supposed to uphold in the USA. And if you can actually defend them, you know. And
Sounds
I
like a
don't know,
Gretchen conversation.
Feminism. I'll talk to you about why this guy next to me is fat. Whatever you want to talk about, I'll talk about. We can talk about
Okay,
pizza.
well, I don't know who's sitting next to you and what their weight class is, but not interested in any of that. But the rest of it, sure. Let's go. What do you want to talk about?
So yeah, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm not going to be defending feminism. So.
No, I want to hear your. Where
You're
do
the
you
wrong
get your
channel for
morality
that.
from? Where you get your Christian?
I'm not. I'm an atheist.
That's amazing. That's an amazing. So can I ask you why don't you defend feminism?
It is amazing. It's
Can I ask you why
factually
don't you
amazing.
defend feminism besides because you feel so?
I just don't feel called to defend that.
Yeah, you just
That's all.
feel like you don't need
I've
to.
I've never been, particularly grabbed by
So
feminism.
is there any moral compass, anything you're upholding, any, for example, objective view besides your feelings that we're supposed
Just
to
say the word, Gretchen.
where we can actually use as a metric to measure the validity of your statement. That's all I'm asking.
All of my views are completely subjective.
Yeah. So exactly. So as
For
an
one.
atheist with subjective views, how do we even know that you're telling the truth?
Theists have subjective morals as well.
Yeah.
There's no normative reason to follow what
There
a
are
God
some
says.
atheists that have.
This guy used to
that-
glaze me all the time. This Hizzle. He used to be glizzling me.
That's great. Stop talking to the chat. Talk to us. So there are some atheists that believe in objective morals.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is right next to me on the panel.
No, I want to talk to you.
Okay, you are talking to me.
Yes,
but
Gretchen.
when you come up here, if you have been watching this stream, you would know that if you come up here, you have to talk to everyone that wants to come up here and talk to you.
100%. After I'm done with you, it's next this bald guy, and then after him, whoever's next.
Yeah, but we can all have a conversation together. You don't
Yes,
have
my
to.
brother, absolutely. You don't have. Man, this
we've
guy
we've,
got
we've got
butthurt.
we've got
You
RP
guys been
who's a
together
moral
for the
realist.
past 2 hours.
We've
Like, give me a
we've
minute.
got
I just showed up.
Gretchen, who is a moral subjectivist. We've got RP and Gretchen, both of whom are atheists. I'm an agnostic, and I'm an emotivist. So you've got a collection of views. All of us don't believe in a god, but all of us have probably
Yes,
slightly
boss,
different
but
views
I
with
had
respect to, like, where
implied a
morals come
question
from.
upon Gretchen.
So-
For some reason, everyone is attacking me for questioning one question, which is she actually invited me to do so.
Do you feel
Which
attacked? Is
is
your skin
why?
really that
How
thin?
do we know she is not
Go
lying
ahead
if
and
there's
go ahead
no
and
objective
give
metric to
the
measure
quote
about her
that makes you feel
statements?
attacked.
Also,
about her
you
moral
don't
statements.
also, Manar, you don't imply a question. You ask a question, right? But
Okay.
just
You know what? Go ahead. Ask your question again.
Yes, the question that I asked you, Gretchen, is a moral subjectivist. How do we know that you're telling the truth about your moral statements if there's no objective view or metric that we can measure to measure the validity of your statement, Mrs. Gretchen?
The pizza conversation was way more interesting than this.
Yeah, I agree.
I can leave if you guys.
This is going to go off the cliff fucking quick.
The short answer, Minar, is that you fucking don't.
Thank you. Next, Dad, you're the bald guy is next. Now that you're done, Gretchen, the next guy is the bald guy.
How do we know?
You're a
How do we
subjectivist.
know?
Well,
I don't know that I'm done at all.
Minar, how do we know that you're not up here just lying through your dumb fucking teeth?
Well, also, I
Because
love
there are
how
objective
you've
facts and measurements that you can actually
Yeah. How
rely
do
on.
how
to
do you
see the
derive?
validity
How
of
do
my
you
statements.
derive your objective facts and moral statements?
Yeah, because
also,
I
Minar,
use
the
actual
hubris here.
references outside of myself that exist, that have been studied, have
Yeah,
more
what are those
scholarly work than
references?
anything relatively
Oh, you mean
close
stories that
to
were
your
developed by
quantum
man?
theories that you trust more than anything. Our science is thousands of years old. Your
Oh my
quantum theory
God.
science is 20 years old. You trust it
Go
more than
ahead
my
and
science, and you
go
want to
ahead and
belittle it more
give the
than my science.
scientific argument for
What a
objective
ridiculous
morals.
argument! What a ridiculous argument, man. We
Yeah,
have
all
scholarly
your
study of
claims and
our moral
posturing. Can you go ahead
scriptures
and give
moral
the
theories.
argument?
Can I answer any questions without somebody interrupting me?
Yeah, scriptures that come from what?
Can the viewers
where do
hear
the
me?
scriptures come from?
Can the viewers
Where
hear
do
me?
the scripture, Minar? Where do
Hello?
the scriptures come from?
We can all hear
Minar,
you,
where do
Minar.
the
He's
scriptures come
talking
from?
over me.
Where do the scriptures come from?
Okay, where did
You
quantum
do it
theory
all
come
the
from? Where did
time.
quantum theory come from?
Minar.
Why do you believe it so
Minar,
much?
where do the
Why do you
scriptures come
trust it so
from?
much? Where did quantum theory come from?
Minar, are you capable of engaging with a
fuck is
simple
this shit?
question? Where do the scriptures come from?
It comes from an authoritative, scholarly study of evidences that brought us the actual scripture of today. Yes.
You didn't answer the question. Where did
That
the
was
scripture
a
come
word
from?
salad that adds up. To
No, it's
much enough.
100%. We
You claim that it's authoritative. You claim that it's scholarly. You haven't
where
demonstrated
they
this.
come
Can you
from. My scriptures,
demonstrate
at least the
where the
Quran,
scriptures
have
come
been
from?
studied
Oh,
more
the
than anything in the
Quran.
world.
The
More than
Quran,
anything
where
in
it
the
says it's
world.
okay to fuck an 8-year-old. Yeah.
Bro, you don't even know if it's okay or not. That's the problem.
Well,
you don't even know.
so
If the government tells you
Minar-
it's okay, you'll do it.
For the just for clarification, I think the Quran actually says
You
that
can
it's
have no moral
acceptable to
argument.
marry.
You.
So
marry
Minar,
fucking
Minar,
moral
fucking
objective.
9-year-olds.
Minar,
least he has
I have a
he has a moral argument,
scenario,
you don't.
Minar. I have a scenario to give you. Okay, let's say one person has been given a message from God, and another person is having a mental episode. They have not actually heard anything from God.
Yeah.
Both of these people come up to you.
You judge
and they
them
give
by
you
the
a prophecy.
value of their actions. If the actions were negative,
no, you know
and created
nothing.
negative
You
outcomes,
you're so
they are
afraid
Satan.
to
They
let me
were-
get
they
through
were
this
taken over by
hypothetical.
Satan.
Can you buck up, Bucko, and listen to the hypothetical? So one person has actually heard a prophecy from God, and another person is having a mental health episode.
see,
You
this
know
is the
nothing
problem, man.
about these individuals. You have no prior
I don't believe
knowledge.
that any human
They
being
both-
can have a
they
prophecy
both
after
come up-
Prophet Muhammad. No human being can have a prophecy after Prophet Muhammad.
Engage with the
we actually have
hypothetical.
it as a
Are you
statue of
really
our
wanting
state,
to run
of
away
our faith is that
without
he's
hearing
that
the
final
hypothetical? You're so afraid. This is
fuck?
crazy.
I'm just saying what
Okay,
you're
so
stating is
I'm just
wrong.
going to go and push forward. So one person has heard from God, the other person is having a mental health episode. They both come up to you and they give you the same message. How do you determine which one of them actually heard from God?
clearly the guy that's mentally episode, he would not give me the same message. I mean, then
No, in this hypothetical,
there's
they are
no-
giving you the same exact
okay,
message.
give me what is the message?
Are
What is
you
the message? Is it negative or
incapable in
positive?
engaging in
Okay,
any
what is
sort
the
of
message?
hypothetical?
Okay, can
are
you
you
engage
really
with the
wanting to run from
hypothetical?
this?
Can you engage with the
I've
hypothetical?
I've
Are you
already
gonna
given
engage
you a
with the
hypothetical, buddy. Are you able to engage?
Okay, I will. You have to clarify.
Go
one
ahead
thing
and
about the
engage.
hypothetical for me. Just
Okay, go
clarify
ahead.
one thing.
Ask the clarifying question.
Is the thing they're professing good or bad for society? That's all I'm
It
asking.
doesn't matter. It's a message from God. That's
no,
all.
you can't even answer if what they're saying is going
It's a message from God. It's completely inconsequential to the hypothetical.
It's actually important for this question.
No, it's not.
It's
One of-
clear as day. You don't.
It's a
feel
message
like
from God, whether it's good, bad, or neutral, is
In my
inconsequential.
religion- in my religion-
How do you determine which person is actually giving you the message from God
In my
and which
religion,
person
God
is having
does
a mental
not-
health episode?
Does not command you to do evil ever. So that's why I'm asking you: is the thing that is being professed? You have to give me an example of something that's getting professed. You can't even engage with the hypothetical.
It's a
you just
message from
created at all.
God. That's all you need to know.
Okay,
The
but
message
give
from
me one
God
clear-
says,
well,
"I
clarifying
am
point. Why
real.
can't you do
I
it,
am
RP?
God." That's it. That's all it said.
He said that
If
I
the
am
message
God. Both
says,
of them
I
are.
am
Both
God,
of them are
I am
evil.
real.
Both of them are
It
evil.
has
Both of
nothing
them
to
are
do
not
with any
prophets.
He's
society or
just
anything.
distracting. He's just
No,
trying
the
to
He
truth
doesn't
is,
even
RP
understand what the
no, truth
hypothetical
RP
is
hypothetical
supposed
doesn't
to be
make sense because
questioning.
no one can
No,
actually prove
Minar,
that the guy that said the
listen,
statement wasn't mentally
listen,
ill.
Minar,
The guy.
listen, listen. All right, we're trying to determine how like some sort of like method to determine whether a message is actually from God or if it's just some crazy fucking nutter.
I
All
know,
right.
Blizzard,
So
you
they're
are
both
professor.
giving you the same exact message. Only one of them actually heard this message from God. How do we determine who actually gave the message?
Okay, and
And
can I
keep
ask
in
you how
mind,
you
the answer is there's
how did you
absolutely
determine
no
it was a message
distinction.
from
There's
God?
no
How
way
did
to
you
tell the
determine?
difference between them. The person who's a complete lunatic who's never heard the voice of God in his life sounds exactly the same as the person who claims he has heard the voice of God.
No, they
because
don't. That's
God
my whole
isn't
argument.
real.
Yeah, that's
You're
the
mentally
only
ill.
that's the only
It's like
honest
saying a crazy
answer.
person is like a normal person. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like that defines
No, the thing is, you
fucking
have no
rational
symmetry
definition
breaker.
of what
You
is
have
crazy.
no symmetry
Like, what
breaker.
the
You have
fuck
no
is
way
wrong
to
with you?
demonstrate
Like,
that any
I'm like
message is actually
debating,
from
like,
God.
why-
Just like a crazy person.
You're literally debating a fucking contradiction. That's what you're
Hey,
arguing.
Minar,
you're telling me
Minar,
one guy is
if-
mentally ill,
Minar,
the other guy is a
Minar,
professor and scholar.
let's just
Both
go ahead
of
and
them say
skip.
they're
Let's
God.
just
What
go
is
ahead
wrong
and
with you?
skip ahead to the divine command theory.
This
If your God says to slaughter a group of people,
Bro,
is it a
Gretchen,
good
can you
thing?
stop him, Gretchen?
Minar, if
This
your
is
God commands you to
embarrassing.
slaughter a group of people, is it a good thing?
This is embarrassing. Where did God? Like, give me the
Minar,
example?
can you answer
like,
the question? Can you're
what is
sprinting
this?
away?
No, it's
This
not
is
a good
pathetic.
thing. It's not a good thing. So go ahead, tell me.
It's not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing.
So your God gives you a command to do
Yes,
something.
God
It's
commands
good
us
to
not be
disobey.
offensive. Yes.
It's good to disobey your God.
How are we disobeying our God if we're defensive?
Your God gave the command to slaughter this group of people. You said it's not a
Where?
good thing.
What?
So it's a good thing to disobey
where
that
did
command.
God give a command to slaughter these group of people?
It's a hypothetical, genius.
What? Why are you only arguing hypotheticals? Why can't we argue in reality? What is happening right now?
Oh my God,
Are
this
you
guy
that
has
ignorant
intelligence
about
It's
the
about
world?
it's about
Are you
arguing
that
against
ignorant
your
about my
moral
religion
framework.
that you need to just create
If
random
your God
hypotheticals
gives
to
a
keep arguing
command,
from
is
them?
it good to follow it? Yes or no?
Huh?
If your God gives a command, is it good to follow it? Yes or no?
Sure.
In every single case.
Every single case.
Okay, so if your God commands you to slaughter a group of people, it's good. Your morals are subjective.
100%.
Okay. Give me the example where God asked me to slaughter. You're
Surah
acting
9,
like
I just
this
did.
is.
I
No.
just
Can
did.
I answer?
Yeah,
You're acting
so
like
you
there's
asked the
patch
question now.
notes. Can I fucking answer?
No,
You're
no,
act-
you asked
Can
us
I
the question.
fucking answer?
No, because you asked us a question.
You're acting like there's patch notes to the Quran. Like
No,
there's
you
gonna
asked
be a
for an
new
example, Manal.
discovery that's gonna be like, oh look, we can murder all the Americans.
No,
Like,
Manal,
what the
you
fuck
asked for
is
an
wrong
example
with
of
you?
what you asked for an example
Menard,
of what
you
your
said
God.
give me an example. Now you have to shut the fuck up while you're giving that example. UG, go ahead.
Surah
So I'm not even
9:5,
allowed to
the sword
respond.
verse. Surah 9:5, the sword
Respond
verse.
to what? You said give
To
me an
his
example. Now sit there like a
accusation?
good boy and wait for your
No
fucking
accusation.
example.
You asked for an example. We tried to give you one. Surah 9:5, the sword verse.
Yes. What's the sword verse?
Have you read the
Go
Quran?
find them wherever you can and kill them.
Yeah,
No,
when
we
the
use any
sacred
good
months are past,
That
kill the
was-
polytheists wherever you find them.
That is for a specific. It's talking about a specific tribe at a specific time, about a specific. This is the problem. You guys have no knowledge of what is the Quranic scripture. You have no idea, for example, when did that the Quran came in small little sentences, and that sentence came for that time, for that specific region, and it was basically commanding Prophet Muhammad. He was feeling some sorrow. He was like, "Let them go," and God was. Telling him, no, you have to go after them and find them. And still after that commandment, still Prophet Muhammad did not kill them. He went and found them and kept them as hostages and actually asked for ransoms from them. And you don't know anything about the history of this. For example, do you know that Prophet Muhammad was pushed out by those polytheists? That he was asked to push out of their homes. All Muslims were pushed out. They were murdered. They were robbed. They weren't allowed to live a normal life. They had to basically be refugees like Palestinians. Are you gonna blame a Palestinian now? Are you gonna blame a Palestinian now when Hamas goes and says, "Get ready, guys"?
Yes.
We're gonna. You're gonna blame the Palestinian for going back to get his home?
Yes.
And his belongings? Okay.
If he does it by murdering civilians, yes, I do.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. It's okay to murder Palestinian, but God forbid the Palestinian goes back and tries to get his piece of land. Okay, go ahead.
Who said it was okay to murder Palestinians, Manar, not me?
Okay, so what's your solution to this Palestinian? What's he supposed to do?
It isn't
Diplomatically
murdering
go
other
back to his home
civilians,
after
Manar,
he
is it?
murdered his wife and his kid?
Yeah, but if some people group are being
wrong with
murdered,
you, man?
is it right to
Stole
murder
his-
other civilians?
Yeah, so if somebody comes and robs me, I'm allowed to shoot him. You're telling me a
You allowed to
Palestinian
shoot his
is not
family?
allowed to go and defend his own piece of land and go back to his own fucking house? You see
I
how
don't even
disgusting
think
you
you're
are?
allowed to shoot someone
you see
if
how
they're
disgusting
robbing
you
you.
are?
No, you're
See
disgusting.
how
Manar.
contradictory you are?
You just agreed that
You're
with
allowed to
Hamas
murder
and the
somebody
fact that
for
they
robbing
killed
a fucking
thousands of people.
TV, but for a Palestinian can be kicked out of his home, being sent 2,000 miles away, and he's still wrong for coming back and attacking and getting his fucking
Yes,
property
that would be
back.
wrong,
This is
Manar.
crazy.
It would be
This
wrong
isn't
to murder
about
civilians, yes.
Palestine versus Israel.
It would be
This
wrong
is
to
about
murder an innocent
your
person, Manar,
backwards
yes.
fucking
In any
thought.
Yeah, it's an
circumstance.
innocent person, the guy that
Also,
robbed my fucking TV.
Manar, you're advocating for. You're not advocating for self-defense. You're like if
What am
let's
I
if
advocating
you,
for? Am I
you're
advocating?
advocating.
He's in my
You're
home.
advocating
He
for
stole
revenge.
my house.
But you're
Nobody
advocating.
stole anything from you, Manar.
You're advocating for the revenge, like across
No, I'm
generations.
just showing
like
you the contradiction.
You're,
I'm not
what you're
advocating
saying
for
is
anything.
it's okay.
I'm showing
I
you the
already
contradiction
derived a
in your-
contradiction in your
logic
framework.
that you can't
Manar,
think.
your book authorizes you to kill my children if I stole your TV.
Listen to me.
It's
I
fucking
just
nuts.
gave you an analogy of the situation. The situation
I thought you
was
didn't like
that
analogies,
Muslims
Manar.
were kicked out of their lands.
He doesn't like
and they
hypotheticals.
fought many wars over
I think it's
to try to
silly
get
that
their
we're trying
properties
to
back.
convince a religious apologist with moral arguments. He doesn't give a shit.
It's not a moral argument.
if his God
I've
came
already
down-
derived the contradiction
even if his
and
God
proved that
came
he has
down and
subjective
commanded
morals.
him to eat a baby, he would say it was good and find
Yep.
some way to justify it. He doesn't give a fuck. I don't know why we're trying to give him this information when it has no impact. He doesn't care.
I just have a sidebar question. So are you a U.S. citizen now, Manar?
What does this have to do with anything? Like they
I
will.
said it was a
they will
sidebar
argue
question. It's
anything.
my fucking channel. You know what?
They will argue
Point of
anything
personal
except the actual
prerogative.
debate.
I want to ask you a question. That's it. I'm asking you.
So I humiliated you by showing you that you have no moral standing on any and no.
Manar, I've already dismantled your
And now
claim that
you're
you have
mad and you're
objective
trying to
morals. You have already conceded
not
that
at
your
all.
entire framework
I
is
win by
subjective.
Guys, shut up. I just asked you one simple fucking question. All you did was ask me, how do you know?
Can I
how are
say
you supposed
it's
to know if
none
I'm
of your
telling the truth?
business? Is that a good answer?
You have no way of knowing whether I'm telling you the truth about anything, and you didn't win anything off of that fucking exchange. I'm asking you a personal question just because I would like to know.
I won
Are
everything
you-
I needed to know. I made you confess
Are-
that you
are
have
you an
no
American? Are you
moral
do you-
values.
Are you
I did the same to you. I've already dragged your framework behind the barn and shot it in the face with a 12 gauge.
Yeah, with your
Right.
random
It's-
hypotheticals.
Manar's-
Well, I don't know what
Manar-
world you live in.
Manar's
You're so
ignorant
ignorant, you
little
can't
fucking
even
head is
argue.
going to explode when he finds out.
Except,
I'm an
except in
American.
like Star Trek space.
Why why would
Like
you
that's
be
how
afraid
RP
to
argues.
answer
He
that
thinks he's in
question?
Star Trek.
That's what I want to know.
Hypothetically,
Why would you
what
be
if we
afraid to answer the
have
question?
spaceships? Should we go and like go to the sun? What do you guys think? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, hypothetically, man, come on, you need to
What
answer.
did you think that I was going to
I
like
love
dunk
how
on
you
you for
stand
being
up
an
for your
American?
beliefs,
That's
little guy.
basically you're wrapped in a flag that's covered in your people's own blood. Is that what you think I was going to do?
Listen, man.
He's gonna run from
You
that
have to
too.
understand, men are not held, like strong men are not held back by these limitations that you call nations, or these ideological limitations that you're trying to put upon me as a strong, independent, amazingly powerful man.
Go ahead and define what makes a strong man.
Gorgeous and powerful.
I'm not doing
man.
any of that.
Hang on a
Listen, can I
minute.
finish the
just,
statement?
you just
Can
threw
I
up in his
finish the
mouth a little bit
statement?
there.
I am international. I have many passports. I live in many authorities. I own many pieces of properties in many lands. And hopefully in the future we will continue to do so. You can call me Mr. International. I'm married to an international woman.
Are you like
I live in
Pitbull,
America
Mr.
permanently.
Worldwide?
I've lived in Dubai. I've lived in Syria.
Dale,
I am
dale.
Mr.
Let's
International.
dance.
I've been to Mexico. I will own property in all of these places, and that's, you don't need to worry about me. Like, I am
But now
not
you're an
behelded
American, right?
by these national authorities or whatever your weird
At least
ideologies.
he's wearing a shirt.
Hey man,
today, Zach.
hey man, are you like from California, bro? Oh, you're not? Oh, look at you, you're lame. Fucking weirdo.
What was Mexico like, Mano?
Gorgeous. It reminded me of Syria.
Really? Well, how long were you in Dubai?
I lived there. I was born in Abu Dhabi, Mustashfa Tawam.
Abu Dhabi is not Dubai.
Yeah, but I lived. Okay, whatever you want.
Fucking exposed in
Okay,
2.5 seconds.
Arguably, Abu Dhabi is better than
Right,
Dubai.
right. So it's okay for you to lie, but it's not okay for Gretchen to lie. Great.
Basic geography taking a day off, I guess.
At least he's been to
Do
Mexico.
you even know? Okay, do you know what is the country that is Dubai and Abu Dhabi that encompasses?
United Arab Emirates.
Good, good. He knows.
Any other
something.
questions?
It's only because
Manad.
he's British. If she was American, she would not know. The Brits, they love the UAE. They die to go to the UAE. He wants to talk shit. He's so jealous that I was in the UAE and lived my whole life in the UAE. I lived my whole life in the UAE. All my friends are UAE.
You lived your whole life in the UAE.
I
You
can
didn't even
go
know what
any moment
fucking
I want to the
country it was in.
UAE. I can live in
Right.
every. My family's in the UAE. You don't. I know you're so jealous, Eugene.
You know what seems like a really interesting thing to read right now for
Isn't
no
it amazing?
particularly
Isn't it
relevant
amazing? It's
reason
almost like this guy is
is
actually
the
perfect. It's
diagnostic
like crazy.
criteria for
only
narcissistic
he didn't have yellow
personality
teeth.
disorder, which includes inflated self-esteem, craving admiration, exploitive relationships, identity disturbance, impaired reality testing,
Alhamdulillah.
sense of entitlement, envy, lack of attachment and intimacy, little to no empathy, and a constant need for praise.
You've
Sounds
got
like
the other one,
projection to
and whilst not relevant today, because he's obviously taken at least some
who's
of his
infidel?
meds, appearing on streams without shirts. You know,
And then let's also add in there that he ran like a fucking little bitch from a girl with a question.
It's true.
He just ran from
Well,
most
well,
questions.
well,
on this
He
I'm-
never
channel.
actually answered the question.
since you are a girl, Gretchen, I'm amazed you even listened to the question because apparently that's not allowed. You know.
See, another ignorant statement.
Why did you not follow the sun, though?
So
To not listen, to not listen and hear a woman. What? Where's the?
No, a woman's evidence is worth half of a man's.
Actually, it's amazing. I don't have to look at her, and I'm listening to her. What else is?
No.
See, now
Manar,
you
the
just
last
moved the
time-
goalpost. Now you're talking about half.
No.
He was
Ma-
talking
Manar,
about.
let-
Manar,
he
how-
was
how
talking
do you-
about
how do you deal with
listening to Gretchen.
non-binary
I'm not allowed to
individuals?
listen to Gretchen. See, you guys. I
Like
don't know
how
ignorant you
much
guys are,
how
but
much
it's
is my testimony worth being a non-binary individual?
Bro, you're not.
Is
Bro,
is
You know,
my
hey, I'll tell
testimony
you a
worth
story. I'll
like
tell you a story.
75%?
Can I tell you
Why
a
would
story,
you
guys?
do
Can you
this?
give me 30 seconds?
Why?
Because I'm a crazy
I
fuck,
work
Austin.
at Boeing, right? I'm going down to the bathroom after working really hard. I put my bag that has all my equipment down to on the toilet dispenser, paper dispenser, and I go to the stall. It's true. I take a little bit more
The
than 10
toilet
minutes. Maybe it
dispenser?
was 12.
Is
I
that your
apologize.
nickname, Minar?
I leave,
Like
the toilet
and my
dispenser?
depth gauge
Since-
has been stolen from my fucking bag. Somebody rummaged through my inspection bag for my fucking Boeing inspection job where I am at work, took out my depth gauge, which is worth $300, $400, and fucking ran out with it in the bathroom.
Wait,
now
near
you
the
tell me, does
bathroom?
that guy deserve
Oh,
death
I
or
know
his
this
hand cut
one.
off? I dream of his hand getting cut off, or he
You think-
dies, or
you
what if
think
his
someone's
children
life
die,
is worth
or his wife
$300?
leaves him. I
Holy
pray
shit, that's
to
crazy.
God
You
that
think
he
a
dies.
human life is worth
Yes,
$300?
this idea that
That's
there's
wild.
a character like that that exists in society that goes and rummages in my shit, picks out what it wants, then takes
this
it
is what
from
I'm
me
talking about.
and runs
You're
out with a
talking
mug
to a
like a piece
person
of
with
shit.
broken neurology. This person
They
doesn't
deserve
have
death,
functioning
yes.
empathy
Cut his hand off.
Minar.
brain. Minar, would you?
I know what happened. You didn't say your special toilet chant, and the toilet gen stole your shit. That's what happened. You didn't say your special bathroom chant.
Unbelievable. You tell me that character
Also,
of a human being deserves to exist on the human.
Minar, do
I'm
you
just saying
believe?
some
Oh my God,
characters
Minar,
don't
right,
deserve to
Minar,
exist.
calm down.
That's all I'm saying.
You
The
look like
toilet
a
thing got you.
lunatic right now.
Fucking
Now,
disgusting
Minar, do
people.
you believe a human life is worth $300?
Disgusting people.
Do you believe it's
not
okay to
the
take a human life over
$300.
$300?
It's the idea that you go through somebody's stuff, rummage through them, pick up whatever you like
No, we
from
need
it,
to-
and
we
run
need
away
to make
with
this
it.
even more
That
simple.
character
that's
should not
worthy
be
of
existing in the
taking
same
a human
society as my
life.
children.
Keeping it that. Minar, would you steal bread to keep your family from starving to death?
He
Or would
stole
you
my
just say,
depth gauge
"Fuck
for
it,
what? Starving?
that's
Why are you
wrong
making
to
up a
steal
whole new
bread,
scenario?
So let me just let my family.
Who's
He's
starving here? He's
allergic
starving
to
for my depth
sit here and
gauge.
watch as my
He's a
mother,
fucking random
my
mechanic. He
sister,
doesn't even use
my
the depth gauge.
brother all starve and die, and I'm not going to steal the
Now I
bread
have to buy
because
my
that
own
would be
depth
wrong.
gauge.
But Minar, is there
Are you that
ever-
strapped for cash? Or are you
Is-
that poor?
The fuck, man?
Well, let me
You
try it this way.
afford
Minar,
that?
Is anybody gonna pay for my
there-
depth
is there-
gauge?
Minar,
$300.
forget the fucking forget
You were
the fucking
just
depth
flexing
gauge.
about how you're going to
Is-
own property
I
in
make
like
a
several
lot
other
of money.
nations.
I make a
Yeah,
lot
so
of
$300 should be nothing
No, you don't.
to
You
you.
don't,
So
Minar.
like
I
you're
make a lot
you're
of money.
bitching about $300.
No,
That
you
tells
don't
me
make
you
money.
I
make
make a
almost
lot
no
of money,
money.
guys. I make
No,
a
Minar,
lot
we've
of
seen
money.
where you stream from. You make zero
I
money.
make a
Yeah, Minar,
lot
let's
of money,
You,
guys.
Minar, you can't even repair the holes in the wall that you
I'm
punch
so-
in it.
It's alright, man. Do whatever you need to do to me. Say whatever
Minar,
you need.
let's
I make.
Minar, let's
Thank
just
God.
put away the
Thank
braggadocious
God.
narcissism and answer this question for me.
Thank God. I
Is
make more
there-
money
is
than
there-
any one of
Okay,
you guys
Minar, say
individually.
wallahi, I'm rich.
Individually, maybe
One
multiply
hundo a
together.
day,
Maybe multiply
Minar,
together.
$500
Wallahi
a
al-azim,
week.
I do.
Wallahi, I'm
Wallahi
rich.
al-azim. Alhamdulillah.
Say wallahi, I'm rich.
So,
Wallahi alhamdulillah.
Minar,
You know, I started
Minar,
January.
No,
I
you
was
won't say
negative
it. You won't say it.
10,000.
You won't say
I
it. Look at
started
his face. You
January
won't say it.
negative 10,000. But man, you don't know who I am.
Yeah,
You don't know who I am.
yeah, UG is going to take you on a tour of the estate on which he lives in a little while. But yeah, you're rich, Minar. Of course you are. My next question
It's not even the money. It's the respect that you knew who I am before I even came onto the show. That's what
I didn't.
That's
I
what
didn't know
have.
who the
Nobody
fuck
knows
you
who
were.
you guys are.
You are nobody to
fucking
me
knows
right
who
now.
you
You're
guys
just
are.
some
That's fucking
dumbass
weird.
with subjective morals that jumped
That's
up
what
here
I
and you're
love.
trying to flex, but you're also crying about losing like a $300 piece of equipment. Like it just does not compute.
Yeah. Trust
Harpy,
me.
everyone knows who Minar
Trust
is
me.
because he's
Just
a
a couple of
massive lol
hours
cow.
at work.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You're the lol cow,
RP, I'm
Minar.
sure you've
People
heard
laugh
of
at
Minar. You remember?
I
the
guess I
clip
need to
with
drink
Justin?
roll milk more.
You should do.
RP, you know,
I
you
just,
remember the
it's
Justin
not about the
clip
money. This
that-
is how disgusting you
crash
guys
out
are.
backstage
Like this is how
when
materialistic
he
you
started
guys are.
crashing out on the other guests.
You
waiting
can't
in the
even
queue.
see like
Yeah.
emotions or anything.
Well,
It's
the-
so disgusting.
This is the guy.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
see that I have to
Yeah.
work
So you're
with the
just
guy.
famous
I
for
have to
being
work
a
with the
fucking
guy that stole my
crash
depth
out
gauge
little
every fucking
bitch.
day.
Yeah.
Well, the last conversation I had with Minar was
That's
when
disgusting.
Minar was making the claim that in order to be a legitimate
What else is he
witness
gonna
within
steal from me? What
Sharia,
else is he gonna
that
steal
you
from
could
me?
never have lied.
Is
ever for any
anybody gonna
reason.
protect me?
There's
If he
The
steals
last
from me
time I had a
again?
conversation
Can you
with
not
Minar,
protect
it was
yourself?
about how
Are you that
Okay.
defenseless?
You were
Or are you
just
that
arguing
weak?
that I shouldn't be
Everybody,
protecting
all right,
myself
everybody
by
shut
ending the
up.
guy's guys
I'll
like.
chill out. I'm muting myself.
Time out, because the fragile little girl is going to come to Minar's defense and defend the big strong man who apparently needs it. Is that what you want?
Yes, defend me, Gretchen. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, okay. Don't go that far. That's kind of gross.
Okay, sweetheart.
Oh, stop. It's not going to work, by the way. And if you ever actually had watched the stream before, you'd know that.
Yeah, Gretchen's immune to compliments.
Okay, good. Anyways, back to the conversation. UG.
Is there any... Manar, super quick question. I've been trying to ask a question for a little while. My question is there ever any justification for stealing? Is there ever any circumstance where it is morally
my depth
preferable?
gauge? No,
Zero.
zero.
No, not the
I
depth
don't
gauge.
give a
Forget
fuck how
depth
hungry
gauge.
you are. I don't care if every time you do your fucking holes on the plane, you drill them so crooked that you need a depth gauge every single time. I don't give a fuck. No justification to take over my shit like that. Disgusting. Piece of shit.
Oh, just your shit.
You disagree with the Quran, then, Manar?
Yeah, exactly. Thank
All right,
you,
go
Eugene.
ahead. Teach me about my own
So,
Quran. Let's hear it.
You go by the crayon. The crayon gets to make the rules until it's your shit, and
Well,
then
I'll set it up, Eugene.
then you don't care what the crayon says anymore. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
Typical theist.
No. You go for it, man. You go for it. Let's gangbang this sucker.
That doesn't make any sense, Manar.
I'm waiting.
Well, no, I asked if there is ever
waiting
any
for
justification. If there's ever any justification for stealing.
This
and I
claim
believe
about we're allowed to steal.
UG has a verse in the Quran that Manar has just disagreed with.
Yeah, he just made an assertion, and we just asked for
I made
evidence.
an assertion.
I apologize about
It's
asking
called
for
darura.
evidence. I shouldn't
It's
have
called
asked for
darura.
evidence.
There's even a principle. It's a well-established principle of jurisprudence. Necessity can permit what is otherwise forbidden.
Nice Google search. What was it again?
What?
What was it?
Dura. D-A-R-U-R-A.
Durra just means like the people that are not Muslim that I'm protecting. Durra.
No.
Durri, like you're a Durri. If you're, for example, in UAE, you're a Durri. Like the UAE is the Islamic
Okay,
kind of nation.
Quran 2:173. He has only forbidden to you dead meat, blood, the flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated to other than Allah. But whoever is compelled by necessity, neither desiring it nor transgressing its limits, there is no sin upon him. Indeed, Allah is forgiving and merciful. Quran 5:3. But whoever is forced by severe hunger with no inclination to sin, then indeed Allah is forgiving and merciful.
See, so how beautiful. How beautiful
Yeah,
my
yeah.
religion is.
It's so beautiful that you're
How
so
beautiful
wrong.
my religion
Yeah.
is.
It's so
where
wrong.
does it say? Where does it say? Whoever is so hungry for some depth
Have you chewed any good religious text lately?
Where
Manar?
does it
Fuck
say?
me, man.
Actually,
I mean,
actually, thank
Jesus.
you for proving my how righteous
The
and
cognitive
beautiful my
dissonance.
religion is. That it
The
actually
cognitive
allows the
dissonance is
needy
amazing.
an avenue. Hey, he said only if you're needy. Was he needy and hungry? He was talking about hungry. Was he talking about
Manar,
mechanics?
5
Aerospace
minutes
mechanics?
ago you were saying, I don't care how hungry you are, you can fucking starve, fuck you, man. And now you're saying, oh, it's so
Hungry for
beautiful,
my
so
depth
wonderful,
gauge.
so
I said
great.
I don't give a fuck how hungry you are for my depth gauge. You don't need my depth gauge. If you want a fucking piece of bread, come ask me. You can take all the piece of bread you want. Today my friend took my whole popcorn bag. Today my friend took the whole popcorn bag. He started munching on it. Did I say that he stole it and he's gonna? No, I gave him the whole bag. I was like, here, have it. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Help you.
That has
You are
nothing to do with the
very
depth
bad at
gauge.
this. You are so bad.
I was eating popcorn on my
It's
beautiful
amazing
desk, my
how
two
bad
screen,
you are at this.
and I was sitting down, I was eating
What?
popcorn.
Two
And I went to do a
screens?
job. I
Two
came
screens?
back.
Oh, two screens is such
Yeah,
a
yeah,
flex.
yeah,
I'm
which is
sitting with
connected to my
3
laptop.
screens right
Anyways,
now.
The best
so
screen, the
this
biggest
guy.
screen, the most beautiful screen.
No, you guys don't understand. It's the skill.
I've
the
got
skill
I've
of
got a
being in that
triple
space.
monitor
Like, I have a
setup,
skill
my
that I'll
guy.
never
Screens
lose.
that no
It's
one's
not
ever
about the money.
no
It's
one's
about
ever
the
seen
skill.
before.
American
I-
screens,
I-
big beautiful American screens.
I just make do with the one 38-inch widescreen curved display, but that's
You guys
just
are
me,
like
you know.
low IQ. So, anyways, so
Actually,
how did you, can somebody tell me how did you equate
I
bread?
completed an
stealing
IQ
bread 'cause
test
you're hungry
on
with somebody
stream, drunk
robbing
as
my
fuck,
depth gauge while
and I'm
I'm
sure that it completely dwarfs your IQ.
Manar, let's both take the Wonderlic live right now, and I guarantee I'll smoke you because I score in the top 95 to 99%, and I'd be surprised if you score above the top 15.
No, we're not. We're not doing.
What are you talking about,
personal
IQ?
fucking IQ grudge matches.
I'm actually 130 some. I have the actual picture.
IQ is fucking
Wallahi
bullshit,
al-azim, I
and
have the picture
you
right
guys are
here
fucking
in my
idiots
downloads.
for buying into that shit.
My stream is gonna see it while I'm scrolling.
Minar, can you
My
give me
stream's gonna see it
the
while
the
I'm scrolling.
derivative? Can you give me f prime x if f of x equals x squared plus 5x?
No.
If he has an IQ of 130 plus, he should be able to do a
F of
first
x
order
is what?
derivative.
Integration of x is
IQ is
what?
bullshit.
It's not f
And-
of x. It's integration of x. What is integration?
No. F prime. Give me f prime of x if f of x equals x squared plus 5x.
You don't know it. He's
It'll
trying to type it
be
into
2x
freaking ChatGPT
plus
right
5.
now.
2x plus 5.
He saw
There
it in
you
the
go.
live chat.
There you go.
Thank you. I was right.
And Ani,
Yeah,
why
and-
did you comment that?
Yeah, you.
Can we actually debate something
That's
instead
crazy.
of doing this weird
you
math
guys
kind of shit?
are you guys are failing. Listen, anyways, yeah, for real. Can we actually talk how Gretchen has been humiliated that she has nobody knows if she's actually a real person?
Oh my God, the younger
you're sitting there
creationist
flexing on a
is still
two,
trying to
fucking
flex on us like it's
two
intelligent.
monitor display. Check out my pimpin'
What do you
display.
mean? Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm writing fucking
Is
EDM
this it now? You guys
bangers
just
for
want to have a
for
fucking dick
fucking
measuring
labels on
contest?
this
Is that
shit.
what we're doing now?
No,
What
I
is
just
that- what is
wanted to
that
point out
noise?
that the
Who's eating his
younger
microphone?
Well, because for
creationist
the last
thinks
5
it's
minutes, it's all I've
intellectually
seen.
superior. And I just think that's really funny because it's a
That's a
literal
fucking dick
drooling
measuring
incompetent
contest,
moron.
Austin.
Yeah.
And
I mean, with
showing
respect,
yourself to be intellectually, superior to Menard. Yeah,
Thank
fucking
you,
high
Tilted
bar. Way to
Windmill.
go.
I'm very
Super high
happy with
marks.
my setup.
with
I'm
with
just
respect,
pointing out how
with respect,
ironic
It's a
it is.
beautiful setup, RP. It is wonderful.
it's
I
a
am
lovely
amazed
setup, RP. But with
by the
with
setup.
respect to rigs and home offices, I'm afraid UG does have most people beat. UG.
I mean, yeah, that is a beautiful natural environment. I'm stuck down in my basement because I live in like a pretty densely populated neighborhood. So I need my fucking sub base to not drive my neighbors crazy when I'm working on, these ghost production assignments for major
Infidel,
labels.
shut the hell up, man.
I have an idea for a discussion.
Now you just
Minar,
import
can you
atheists?
kind
Still
of
dick
can you
measuring. Y'all
kind
know
of
that, right?
Right, fine, yeah.
Poor
Minar,
infidels.
can you kind of clue us in to whatever it is that created this terrifying, roiling sea of emotional chaos inside of yourself that you have to be a sadistic asshole in order to get some temporary reprieve from?
Bro, holy shit, dude. I work 60 hours a week, bro. I had this weekend off. I usually work the weekends as well. And I'm just chilling with the boys, man. My Discord was popping. Marte was trying to debate. I just got on, bro. Holy
Yeah, we're not
shit, bro.
buying
Why are
any
you
of
ar-
that shit.
It's not
We all
that
know
deep.
you're a
It's not that
sadistic,
deep, bro.
disordered
It's not
fuckwit.
that deep.
So I'm wondering
I
what
just
it
work
is
so
that
much, and I
created
love
this
to hang out, and
maelstrom of
I have
emotional
people that
chaos
show up.
inside of you, this labile
It's not
sense
that
of
deep.
self-worth you have, where the only way
I'm
for
about
you
to
to
I'm about to
regulate
go
it
live
is
on
to
and
be
play
a fucking
Riftbound in a
asshole
bit.
to
Is
other
that
people
what
to
kind
make
of
yourself feel
psychological?
better about the piece of shit that you are. Go
You're
ahead.
already live. You've got like 4 people watching you on your own
I
fucking
know,
channel.
Yeah,
and I'm
honestly,
gonna go live
Minar,
on
it's
Riftbound in a bit in my other channel.
Minar, it's a good job that you're perpetually on the internet, because if you spent any time around the quote
not
unquote
even on the
boys
internet,
with this
barely, bro.
attitude, I guarantee you,
I work
IRL,
all the
you'd get
time.
drop
My
kicked
people
over a
miss me
fence.
so much. Like I haven't streamed in like 3 weeks.
It would
And
take
why
about
don't you go talk to them?
20 minutes
Because
before you got a fucking
Gretchen, they
backhand.
told me about you. My
Who
my
told you
guys,
about me?
my people are fans of you. Rogers Gold, he's a fan
I
of
don't
yours.
believe that.
Okay.
Yeah, we've
I
never
don't
seen
know
that
anyone
name
by
in
that
chat.
name.
Actual
Is it
names
just
in
low
chat.
Goldie
intelligence?
Rogers?
Or I guess I'm wondering if it's just low intelligence or if something actually happened to you. Like, were you
It's
abused?
not about intelligence. It's about, listen to me, guys.
Neglected.
I have certain beliefs about the universe. A lot of people have been saying lies.
unfounded beliefs, undemonstrable beliefs, unjustified
I'm
beliefs.
allergic
and
to
psychological
lies. I'm
high you
disgusted.
get
They give me
from
like a
you come over
propulsive,
and you
like,
be a fuckwit, and that makes
they
us
stress me
upset,
out.
and that
So
makes
I
you
just bring
feel
truth.
powerful.
That's it.
Manar, your
Goddamn, he
beliefs on
asks
the
me a
universe.
question, then starts talking over me while I'm answering. It's crazy. Like, it's
but Manar,
unbelievable. The guy's on Adderall or something.
Can we
bro.
get
Take a pill.
bottles in
We're not
chat from
interested in
Minar?
any of the
Big
shit
old
you
baby
have
None
to
of this
say.
is fucking intelligible with everybody
No.
talking over
Except Dark.
everybody else. It's just I can't hear a word anyone is saying any fucking way. So
What, Manar, what you believe about the universe,
Dark,
the
you're
state of the
fucking
universe,
hilarious. What is
the
this
beliefs
fucking
that you
atheist?
have
I don't know what the
are
fuck he's
less of an
yapping
issue
about.
than the unbelievably arrogant and dismissive nature that you have with respect to other people's beliefs. Now,
Bro, you're saying this as you're demeaning me for the past 30 minutes, bro. You don't even know my fucking middle name.
What a Darvo gaslighting fuckwit. Oh my god. I feel sorry
AC
for
Sims have
people
been
that know you
literally
in
my
real
chat
life.
has been fucking asking what the fuck is AC Sims been talking
Jesus.
about for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah, of course they have.
Because
Because they're all
he's been
fuckwits
non-stop
like you.
dogpiling on me and I haven't even looked at him or said anything to him yet. Like,
you're getting dog
I've been
piled.
hitting the
Yeah,
bald
that's
guys. I
what's
haven't touched
happening.
AC yet.
Yeah.
Should we check out Minar's channel, see how many people are watching?
Ya Allah. Who
Nobody on
cares?
Fire did
Who
that
cares?
already.
You
It's
guys
I'm
had
just
like
gonna have a
5
quick
viewers
look
when I
live.
stopped by. What the fuck?
What Minar reports? Hey Minar, let's have a look. Oh, we're live.
funny.
Who's
Nobody on
eating
Fire
his
actually beat
microphone?
you that
People
easy.
watching. 4 people
Slow
watching
boy
you,
beat
Minar.
ya.
4 people. Wow.
Yeah, and they're
we
all
don't even
fucking-
go live for that little of people.
They're all fucking jacking their tiny
know
little
you guys
dicks.
are
Oh,
just
we're making the idiots mad. Oh, yes.
They probably need
Hello,
Cheerios to get the job
everybody on
done.
Minar's stream. Everybody, hi. Apparently,
you,
you're a
thank you,
big
guys.
fan of mine.
Appreciate
So,
you guys.
peace.
No. I really want to have a nice conversation. I just didn't think it was gonna be that easy. That's all.
What was your chat saying, Minar?
I just did not think it was gonna be that easy. Yeah, they're asking AC Sims to chill.
Yeah, it was incredibly easy to prove that your moral framework is subjective.
well, explain how.
How did that happen
Let's
again? When did I
let's try this
concede
again.
this?
Explain. Well, it doesn't matter if you conceded it. Like the
Fucking
concession of the argument is not a
1,200.
I demonstrated it. A demonstration doesn't need a
1,400-year
concession.
tradition and scholarly work, and he's gonna tell me subjective opinion. It's
Yeah, that's
it's
gonna be an argument from
saying, "Hey, man,
tradition fallacy,
It's subjective
slow
to
boy."
say that the Earth rotates around the sun because only the notebooks say it,
Do you
and the
believe
fucking
that the Earth rotates
schools
around the
teach
sun,
it,
young Earth creation?
and the scientists have
I don't even
discovered
know if
it,
you
and
do.
that's how we recognize the whole universe.
Yeah,
and the
your
seasons of
book
the
thinks
world.
that sperm comes
It's
from
like saying that
between
that's
the
subjective
backbone and the
information. It's like,
rib.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
Your
There's
book also
scholarly
fucking
study.
just
You don't need
like
to go to
gets
the sun.
all of
You don't need to start
embryology
rotating around the
completely
moon.
wrong.
You can
The
just look at the
creation
scholarly
events
study.
are
Can I fucking
completely
answer anything?
disaligned with
The viewers are not
actuality.
experiencing a good experience on the stream when you talk over me.
They're not
It's like
experiencing
saying,
a good experience.
Yeah,
Can I
like
just
you,
answer
you
the
up here
question?
is just not a good experience at all, buddy.
I'm just saying, it's like saying,
you haven't brought a
we need to
single
go around the
salient
sun, so we
argument
know
to
that
the
we actually go
panel.
around the sun.
Okay,
It's like, you're
you know
mentally
what?
ill, bro. You
I
need
have-
to look
I
at the
have an
scholarly
actual
work,
question for you.
and you
Minard,
can
shut
come
the
up
fuck
with correct.
All right, I'll shut you up then. You know what? I have a question. Why do you let every stream that I do know who you are? I've seen you on lots of places. Why do you let every fucking
I've dwindled. I've been working hard, bro. I've been working hard. I've been stacking some dough, guys. I work 60, 70 hours.
talking shit? Why do you do this? You fucking hate
Look,
yourself.
I got
What's up?
smaller. I don't know why I do it, to be honest. This is
Gretchen,
my thing, bro.
it's called
I'm
narcissistic
much smaller.
personality
I used to have
disorder.
19 and a
This is
half
the
inch
only
arms
thing that makes
natural.
him feel good about himself. The
Anyways.
rest of the time, he's looking in the mirror, thinking, "What is this fucking piece of shit I'm looking
That's
at?"
why I'm asking him. Do you just hate yourself? Is that
See,
what
this
you
is
do to
this is
yourself?
what I don't understand. Why the psychoanalyzing? Like, just debate me.
Because you're a textbook narcissist.
Like, why can't you debate me on the facts? Like, why do you have
They
to
could put you in a book.
Like, you don't know
This
anything
guy,
about me.
narcissism is this.
Like, in every metric, I will
Manar,
surprise
are all your
you. In
international
every
properties in the room with us right now?
we might actually rename narcissism to Minar syndrome. Let's do that.
This is insanity. This is insanity. God forbid a guy is confident and has debated thousands of Gretchens and thousands of feminists and thousands of atheists and thousands of Christians. I've literally been debating for like 2 years straight, just every single night I would debate.
I'm not a feminist
15,
though, so you're
25
barking up the
people,
wrong
and
fucking
I mean,
tree
I go on
there.
TikTok and I
Manar,
scroll.
I've
Like, I have
debated you
TikToks where I
before,
just
and
scroll.
you are a fuckwit, dude.
Well, who the
You're
fuck?
a younger
Like, you guys don't know
creationist
who I
fuckwit.
am. Like,
We had a
I
debate,
it's
and
not
I
about
absolutely fucking smeared the floor
arrogance.
with
I
you.
just want to
As does
debate.
pretty much everybody you debate, you narcissist.
Yep.
Narcissist.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Fucking goated Zap.
All right, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty cool.
Right.
Of course, you
Fuck,
think
I
it's
am a
cool. It's about
narcissist.
you. The only thing you love.
Hey, that is fucking pretty cool, dude. Holy shit.
Email the people that are reviewing the next version of the DSM-5 immediately.
That is
That needs to go in
hilarious,
right
dude. They caught me, guys. They're right. I loved it. I love being called a narcissist. Listen, you're right. You shouldn't be a narcissist. It's only me. I am the Manar. Anyways, listen. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. That like, what do you want me to say? I literally wanted the best for you. I still want the best for you. I just wanted to know, how do I know how to validate your moral claims? And you got belittled me. You've attacked me for the past 1 hour. RP's been literally exploding. AC's been rage baiting and going insane.
Exploding?
UG's come up with every fake fucking argument he could come up with.
Yeah,
we've gotten to the part
who's
where the
lying
I just
now?
want to know,
Give me,
how
give
do
me
I
one
validate?
time I haven't been just
How do I
completely like
validate
Jovian.
the statements, the moral statements that Gretchen makes? Let's just, she says, it is not right for you to not come on my stream and be attacking
What?
my viewers. How
I'm
do
sorry,
I validate that what she said is true?
When did I make any moral statements?
I'm just asking. Let's say you do make the. Oh, can we work in hypotheticals or no?
No,
That's up
Manar,
to you.
I'm just saying
You're the one who's
hypothetically.
allergic to hypotheticals.
Is it bad for you to say? Like, how do we? how can I test? No, let me finish. How do I test? If you say
There's
it's
one quarter of your
bad that
fan base
Manar
who
came,
showed up in chat.
I
Hi,
can't even
Rogers.
ask the question.
No, but Manar, the initial question that you asked.
I'm
with
just here
respect
to enjoy
Manar-
the show. That's what I'm talking about. These people
But
are loving this.
The problem is the original question that you asked with respect to morality. Like, how can you validate whether somebody is saying something is correct or not? Well, with respect to morality, the only way that we can validate if something is correct or not is with respect to the goal. What is the goal? What are we trying to achieve? Right now, the goal that we have, the values that we have, are all mind dependent. They are necessarily subjective. They are all a product of our minds. And even if a God did exist who gave us some kind of moral code, some ethical doctrine, that would also still be the product of a mind. Would it be a very powerful one? Yes, but it still means that it's subjective. It's not
This
objective.
is a mental illness. Like this is a fallacy, categorical fallacy. It's like the fallacy of he doesn't understand what the English language definitionally means.
You don't-
What is the
there is-
definition? How are you applying the same definition on subjective beings on an objective being?
So
This
sub-
is a
subject-
being that is supposed to be outside of time and space.
All right,
Supposed
Manar,
to be. Can I
give me
fucking
the
answer?
fallacy.
Hey,
Give
why,
me
why
the
is
fallacy
who's
that
talking?
John
Who's talking
just.
right now? Am I allowed to
No,
say?
no. You made a claim that John made a fallacy. Go ahead and give the exact fallacy, and
The
I'll put it
categorical
on
fallacy.
screen. The
He's
categorical
creating
fallacy.
categorical fallacy. He's arguing that
You mean a
subjective.
category
Can I
error?
fucking argue? Finish the argument. Can I answer your question? He's arguing that a subjective being subjective mind is equivalent to an objective being's subjective mind,
Never
even
again.
though the objective being's subjective mind is objective for the subjective being.
No, you can
It's
make
objective
you can make-
reality for the objective
Calm
beings.
down,
Can I
Buttercup.
fucking answer
You're
your
the one
question?
who's exploding
the
right now.
objective beings,
No,
subjective
We're just trying not to have
My
our
God
viewers'
has
the
ears
objective
my
bleed.
God has a
reality
magic
of the
belt that he
subjective
wears
being.
that makes his
Do you
subjective
hear me?
preferences an objective
So that's a
morality.
categorical error when you say the subjective mind is equivalent to the objective mind. It's not. The objective mind is creating the world of the subjective mind.
Manar, with respect,
Demonstrate
the way that we use these words, the usages, like firstly, objective and subjective is prescriptive. Like they have actually defined meanings. They're prescribed meanings. They don't have usages
it's
in
a
this
totally
ways
different
colloquial language
like
does.
species. It's
But-
not a it's
but-
not a it's like saying dogs are equivalent to humans. Like how are you
Mm,
fucking arguing?
no,
How are
no,
you
no.
making these equivalencies? How are you
No,
making these
no.
equivalencies of mindsets?
Objective
Is the
and
dog's
subjective.
subjective mind equivalent to the human's subjective mind?
Objective and subjective are true
the
dichotomies.
fuck
One
is
is
wrong
mind.
with you?
One is mind independent, and one is mind dependent. They are mutually exclusive and jointly.
And the
exhaustive.
mind
There's
independence
no
of the
overlap, no
objective
gradation here.
being is the mind dependence of is the mind independence of the mind dependence of the objective being is the mind independence of the subjective being. How do you not see it?
A
That's the
mind,
whole
by
argument.
definition, is subjective. A mind is a subject.
That's
not
the
an
categorical
object.
error. You're
No,
you're
a mind is a
using the
subject
word
of
mind,
experience, no.
and you're equivocating a brain of a human being with a brain of God, as if God would have a brain.
But you're claiming that there's this subjective mind. Do you have any demonstration of the subjective mind?
Yes, that is
Can
your
you
own
define it first?
feelings. It's your own
I'm actually.
emotions.
At this point, I'm fairly convinced that if we put Manar and Felix in the same
Okay, I'll
room
prove to you
together-
there's a subjective
Well,
mind.
the
I'll prove to you a
simulation
subjective
would
mind.
crash.
I'll prove to you a
It wouldn't
subjective
be able
Can
to
I
get-
prove the subjective mind? What is the flavor of an apple? RP, answer me. What is the flavor of an apple? How does an apple
Minar,
taste?
I almost called him Felix because it
RP,
feels just
how
like that.
does an apple taste?
No, Minar,
Can you
Minar,
answer?
I've already
I'll prove to you that
said
his
that
subjective
minds are
experience is different than
subjective.
mine.
Hey,
It's a subjective
that's
mind.
subjective
Can I
depending
fucking
on the color
can
of
we
the
answer
apple.
it?
Minar, can you calm down? I
Can you
already
answer
said that
it?
minds are subjective.
Can you tell me
okay?
what is the flavor of a fucking mind?
I've already said that minds are subjective, dumbass.
That's what
Can you keep
that's-
up?
Okay, then you're.
Can you
don't know what you're saying.
demonstrate? Can you demonstrate an objective mind?
Yes.
Because minds
Yes,
are
yes.
by definition subjective
okay, I'll
because
show
they
you.
are
I'll
subjects
demonstrate-
with subjective
Minar.
experiences.
I'll demonstrate an objective mind. The objective mind is the will that created the energy source to create the energy necessary to impact the first phase of the universe to create the Big Bang. The energy
Created energy.
for the Big
Hold
Bang.
on,
Can
hold
I
on,
fucking
hold on,
finish?
Austin,
Can you give me
Austin,
one
let
10
him
more seconds
get
to
through.
finish my point?
Austin,
Can you
let
give me
him
10 more
get through
seconds?
his claim.
Thank you.
Because his claim is not a
energy necessary
demonstration.
for the Big Bang had to come outside of the universe because it had to. The laws of thermodynamics apply to it. How do we know? Because it was in a condensed phase. That means it was a closed system of energy, which means all the laws of thermodynamics apply to it. Which means the conservation of energy forced it that it's impossible for spontaneous energy to expand. Basically, it's like an air balloon. It's impossible for it to expand spontaneously or depress spontaneously without other forces affecting it from outside of it, which means the energy source to create the Big Bang, which was pushing this air balloon to explosion, it came from outside of it and had to have been willed because it's impossible to tell me that there's
Yeah,
a
that's
random
gonna be
source
an
of
actual
energy
category
that shot
error.
this beam
Claiming
of
that energy comes
into the
from
universe
outside of the
randomly.
universe. Energy
The
is
necessary
by
sufficient energy to the
definition
expansion of the universe.
a
It's like saying
physical thing.
randomly
Only
a
physical
foot
things
landed on the
exist
balloon, but there was no
within the
humans around.
universe. Minar,
It's like
go
saying
ahead and-
it's like saying the
Minar,
needle
Minar,
poked, but
calm
there's
down,
there's
calm
nothing
down.
around.
Minar, calm
Minar,
down. Go
you
ahead
gotta
and
stop.
demonstrate that energy existing outside of the universe is even a possibility.
Also, quick question.
Look
Does
at him
Deepak-
buffer.
That's easy. That's
Holy
easy.
shit, stun
That's
loss.
easy. That's
Let's
easy.
go.
Yeah,
That's
you can
easy.
custom
That's
with that
easy.
one.
Does Deepak Chopra know that you're
can
running
I
around
show
on
you-
this
The
Can I
fucking
show
Looney
you?
Tune fucking birds are spinning around his head right now.
I mean,
First of all, are you saying that the
Minar,
energy that created the universe came from within the universe? That's a fucking
No, it always
asinine
existed.
statement.
It always
Oh, it
existed
always existed,
because
so
we
the
know
universe is
that
eternal?
energy.
Now that's not scientific.
Hey, Minar, can energy be
You're breaking
created or
science.
destroyed? Hey,
Yeah, but
Minar,
you just
can
made the
energy be
claim that
created
the
or
world was
destroyed?
eternal, the universe
Can
was
energy
eternal.
be created or destroyed?
You just made
Yeah,
the claim. What does
Yes
that
or
have to
no,
do-
slow
what does that
boy?
have to do with the
Can
claim that the
energy be
was eternal?
created or destroyed? Yes or no?
Yes, energy can actually be created and destroyed.
No,
yes,
it
It can
cannot.
be transferred in many ways.
That is a
actually
direct violation of
eliminates
the
it.
conservation of energy.
No.
So
if
you
open the
probably
system
didn't
of
even go
energy,
to
you
like
can
any sort of like
if you open
secondary
the system
education,
energy
did you?
easily. No, the laws of thermodynamics only apply in closed systems of energy. Like, no, you cannot.
And you claim
affect,
that before the Big
Can I
Bang
finish?
it was a closed system.
No, you cannot
And
affect the air balloon. No, you cannot affect the
I
house
can go back
until you turn on
and
the air
pull up
conditioning.
where
You're
you
right,
claimed that because I
you're right.
specifically noted that you said it was a closed system. So you're contradicting yourself now, big boy.
The universe is an isolated system of energy, which means it cannot
You
even
prove
be
that?
observed by other energy systems, which means just because I cannot observe something, though, we all know that does not mean that it's an impossibility. The idea that the energy even came into our universe and exists in here has to give us at least some kind of inclination that it also exists in other universes.
Yeah,
the idea that
doesn't
our
fit the
universe exists
definition
has to
of
give us an
energy
inclination.
being created
Now, it
because
could be
the energy
fallacious,
would
could be wrong.
pre-exist as it's being transferred into our system. So again,
But
go
argue
ahead
that.
and demonstrate that energy can be created.
Bro, energy cannot. You have to create. You have to turn on the stove. You can't just.
Oh my God.
Can you
Oh
boil
my
the
fucking
water?
God.
Can you boil the water?
Oh my God.
Can
Where
you
did
boil
God
the
get the
water
energy
without turning
from,
on
Manar?
the stove? I'm not understanding.
No, where did Allah get the energy from?
What does this have to do with anything?
Oh,
What is this?
hold on.
You guys are the ones that are unscientific.
You
Where did he
prefer
get
getting
it?
quizzed on fucking science
You're
and
the
math
ones that
to
are
actually
unscientific.
answering
You're
any,
the ones
like,
that
real
believe the Big Bang
questions?
created itself, or like pushed itself into expansion or something. I don't know what you guys believe.
Manar,
You
hold
guys
on.
are the ones that
I
believe that the
believe
universe
that
is
already
eternal and the
existing
energy within it is
was dumped
eternal.
into
and
a
it
dark
was-
energy
so the-
field,
it's
and
sti-
that
still, every time I
that
ask
was
you,
the
so what does that
catalyst
mean if
for
it's
the,
eternal?
rapid
What brought that
expansion.
energy? You have no answer.
Everybody
you're not
stop.
tracking Manar. Where did
Manar
Allah get the
thinks-
energy from
Manar
to create the
thinks-
universe?
Manar thinks that when you turn on your stove, you're
created it. How?
creating energy. He
'Cause he
thinks
is-
you're creating
he is
energy
capable
when
of
you
creating.
turn your stove on. Manar.
It's a simple
Yes,
reductio.
humans are actually energy that actually interferes with the world all the time. We create energy around the
very good.
universe
Oh
all
my
the time.
Where did Allah
Just
get the
by
energy
the
from
being
to
of
create
our
the universe?
existence, we
dumbass.
create energy, and we can tell that because when people
Oh
are
my
dead,
God.
there's a different energy. to
Manar,
them.
stop.
They just stop exuding
Stop
energy.
talking. Manar, stop talking. Energy is the ability to do work. When you turn your stove on,
That's
you
what
are
I'm
not
saying.
creating the ability
So
to do
you're not
work.
the one. So sorry.
You
So would the
are-
stove turn
you have
itself
no
on?
idea what you're talking about right now. When you say turning on the stove is creating energy, you're
Is the
just
stove gonna turn itself
blabbering
on?
complete nonsense. You don't even know
Is the
what the
house
word
gonna build
energy
itself?
means.
Like, what energy is gonna build that house besides my own energy that I created myself? Like, what energy is
No,
gonna
no,
build
no,
my
no,
muscles
no.
besides the energy that I've
you had to
exuded
actually
myself?
eat food.
What the fuck are you,
You
talking
actually
about?
had to eat.
This is the problem.
You
You
had
guys
to
are
burn fuel to
misinterpreting
make
what
that
does that
energy.
mean.
You didn't create shit,
Energy is eternal. Whatever you're talking about. Cannot be created only
No.
in closed systems of energy. We're not talking about
This is-
open systems of energy, which is
Th-
what
this- you-
humans
you're-
do all the time. All they do is they
the-
open systems of energy. They
No,
interfere
Manar,
with systems of energy all the
the mistakes you're making are kind of understandable. I understand why you're making the mistakes that you're making with respect to physics, but this is about energy gradients, right? There is energy changes from state to state. Matter can change from state to state, but that requires an energy gradient. So if you think about it like a battery, right? A battery has a positive and a negative. And the reason that energy flows from the positive to the negative is because there is more
It's because
energy
it was
on
just
the
there.
positive.
It was just
Than-
there.
no,
Nothing put.
then-
Okay, can
Manar-
I ask you what
Manar-
put the energy
Can
in
we
there?
mute Manar
If
when
energy is
someone else is
eternal,
explaining
what put it
something
in
to
there?
him? Because his interruptions have been fucking
I just want to
worthless.
know if energy is truly eternal and never.
Yeah, I'm
just
explaining the
itself,
entropic
I
principle
guess.
to you and why energy
who
is
what
eternal.
put the energy there?
Manar, I'm trying to explain this to you. Like, in all
what
sincerity,
law of energy makes energy eternal?
Manar, where did Allah get the energy from?
Sorry, Yuji, can you answer my question before I answer yours? What law of energy makes energy eternal?
The fact that energy can't be created.
It may be the
No,
first law,
because you
second
know
law,
what?
third law, I'm not
Bullshit.
sure.
Usually asked you
just
that
said
question like
energy is,
5 fucking minutes
I
ago.
answered
and you
your
never
question, Manar.
answered.
I answered your question, Manar. Now
Energy
please
cannot
answer
be
mine.
created by dead people, yes, but
No,
we
Manar,
are
I answered
humans.
your question. Please answer
We are
my
Energy
question.
alive.
can't be created by anybody. You
We're
fuckwit.
alive. We are creating
No,
energy all the time.
This is important, Manar.
We're
Where
exuding
did
energy
Allah?
on the universe all the time.
Manar, where did Allah get the energy from?
This is
Energy on the
insanity,
phone.
guys. This is a misunderstanding of
Somebody
actual
get the Department of
scientific
Energy on the phone.
principles.
You know what? UG, go for it.
Manar, where did Allah get the energy from to create the universe?
The fuck? How the fuck am I supposed to know?
I don't know. You seem to have an idea about how cosmology
He's
works.
God. He exists outside of time and space. He's the creator of all humanity, all,
Yeah,
all
that's
worlds,
the
all
claim. You're
universes.
saying that.
He's
I'd
the
like to
creator
come
of
back
the
to that
sun,
in a bit.
Olympus.
Rehashing shit
He's
you've
the
heard on
creator
other
of your
fucking
Zeus,
streams.
of everybody that has
How?
been beneath you.
UG, he obviously
Underground.
went over
He is
to
the
his
creator of
God
the heavens and the
stove and
earth. How
turned
the
his
fuck am
God
I supposed to
stove
know how
on,
the fuck
and
he
that
got that to
created
do
the
that?
energy.
What the fuck?
So you say that energy just comes from nowhere then?
No, energy. It was all energy was sourced by God. Yes.
Okay, where from?
Because it had to have a will. The energy had to
So
have a will.
God's will is energy.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, so where did he get the
Energy
energy
had
from?
to have a will of
He
its
can,
own.
he just vibrate. Actually, it's so amazing. He says in the Quran, he says, I said for him to be, and it became. And then you see in the whole universe, everything is about frequency and vibration. Everything is all fucking energy is transferred through frequency and vibrations. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It literally is.
So where did he get
It
the stuff
literally
from?
is. I don't know.
Brace
He
yourself for
just
some
he just
arse-ass
speaks
backwards
things and they
interpretation of
become.
string
It's like
theory,
think
everybody.
about a magical
it's
being.
okay for you for
It's like
something to
saying
come
it's
out of
like saying
nothing.
how did this magical guy
Yeah, so you're
make
saying
a
it's
magical
perfectly okay.
spell
So your
and
point of
make
view is
this
it's perfectly
rabbit
okay for something
appear
to
out
come
of
out
the
of
hat?
nothing.
I don't know. The
It's
fuck?
perfectly okay for you to say, Manar, that something comes out of nothing.
magic.
Is that what you're saying?
No, it did not come from.
Well, where did God
came
get it
from a
from?
will of a creator that's capable and has the ability to create
No,
whatever
a
he
will
wants.
is a desire. So how did he get the stuff?
Yeah, so are you saying that wow, you're telling me that Manar himself was able to build a Mustang GT? Yes. What's wrong with that? What's wrong if I said to you
Yeah,
that
but
I
you
was
already
able
had
to create?
pre-existing stuff, though, didn't
What's
you,
wrong
Manar?
with it? What's wrong with that? If I told you yes, I had the capabilities to build this and I had the knowledge to do it, so I did it. What's wrong with saying
Yeah,
that?
but you built it
The
from
fuck is wrong with
pre-existing
you?
stuff, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes. Did God build it from
What was
pre-existing
the
stuff?
Yeah, but was there a Mustang
Yeah,
GT before
yeah.
I built it?
So
Was there a
God
Mustang
didn't
GT before
create
I
the
built
energy.
it? Was there a Mustang GT before I
W
built
concession.
it?
Let's
Or was there a
go.
Mustang GT after I built it?
Was there metal before you built the Mustang?
So the metal is the Mustang?
It is now, yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Did God have metal to build the world with?
So what if I tell you that yeah, I did. I had to go and source my own metal to build my Mustang. Yes, what's wrong with that?
Did you create
I
it out of
actually
nothing?
went down. I dug under.
I would believe you, Manar, but if you said you created it out of nothing,
under earth, I
That
found
material still
metal ores.
pre-existed.
I bent them together and made sheet metal.
you found
and
all
I-
that stuff.
Yeah,
You
I
would have
found
found all
of
that stuff, wouldn't you,
That's
Manar?
literally
Did God
what
find
all
the stuff to
companies
create
do.
the universe?
That's literally what all companies do to create.
Did God find
all
the stuff to
manufacturing
create
companies?
the
That's
universe?
literally how they
Manar?
manufacture and produce.
Did God find the stuff to create the universe, Manar?
The God is not me. Am I God? But
Do
I
you
was
wanna
able
answer
to
the question?
create. I'm giving you an analogy of being able to create
Yeah,
by
the analogy doesn't fit. I'm showing you why it doesn't fit.
creating
Because
something
there
out
was
of nothing.
pre-existing stuff before the car.
That was
there
nothing.
pre-existing stuff before the universe?
Yeah, there was just a bunch of pieces of nothing, and I made them into a car. Yes.
So pieces of nothing make
Pieces
what?
of nothing, for fuck's sake.
So you're telling me that was a car? You're telling me that was a car?
If it's made out of nothing, it's not anything, is it?
But first of all, I'm not saying that God creates like me. I say I'm giving you an
You are.
analogy
That was-
of how
that was your
creation,
analogy.
how I can create and how it doesn't.
So-
It's not
so how is
irrational to
creation
me.
different
Can
to
I
God?
respond to you without you interrupting? How it's not irrational to me to think
No.
that God's capable
Bottles
of
in
actually
chat.
creating and manufacturing as well as producing. He's not only the mill; he's also the production phase.
Right.
That's
Well,
not
how did he produce
irrational
it?
for me to think so.
How did he produce it? Because before
How
there
the
was
fuck
nothing,
did
there
I
was
make
just
the
God.
car? I had to go
So there was
talk
just
to a
God, wasn't there,
mill
Manar?
that was digging underground.
See, I
who
actually
brought me
think
the
you
metal.
understand this. No, that's the
I'm
problem.
saying God is able to do all of that by himself. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
how?
saying. It's not irrational.
So God
to me.
can create
I don't know how the
matter
fuck
and
how the
energy out
fuck
of
does a
nothing.
company go find metal ores underneath the ground? I don't know how. How?
Because
Yeah,
they
but literally
already
go and look for it.
exist.
Then
How?
go and look for it, Manar.
They go and look for it. So
Yeah, people have looked for metal.
So
Geologists
you're
do this.
saying so now I see what you guys are saying. You guys are saying that whatever is already in here was already in here. By the way, metal came from outside of the universe. The
Did
metal actually falls. Actually,
You still
iron,
haven't been able to
iron
demonstrate that
actually,
outside
scientifically
of the
speaking, is
universe,
the
quote
only
unquote, is a
element-
salient concept.
Iron, can I finish? Iron's the only element that actually comes from meteorites and does not come from Earth.
Oh my god, this
That's
fucking moron.
literally-
Gretchen, do we have to listen
That
to
is
this?
literally. Go look it up right now.
Manar, the core
That's
the
the funny
core of
part.
our planet is made of mostly of iron.
Which means that we could actually increase the amount of iron we have in the universe, in our
Yeah, Manar,
world,
why don't you deal with
because
the
more
actual question?
meteorites can fall in.
If
Because-
God just
because
existed,
they
right?
create energy. AC,
Okay,
they
Manar.
create energy.
guy
When they
believes in
come and break
alchemy,
our
too.
closed
It's
system of
crazy.
energy and bring iron in, now we have more iron.
You're running, Manar.
Wow, when
You're
a
running,
meteorite
Manar.
falls in.
You're absolutely running and dodging.
How am I running? I just showed you how
Manar-
more
No, you've not
iron was
answered any of the
created and
questions, Manar.
induced into our universe.
Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at it this way, Manar. Right? There was the universe that
That
God
would be the
created.
running part.
Is that right? Did God create the universe?
Yes.
Yes. So God created the universe. Did that happen eternally, or did that happen at some point?
No, it had happened at a point.
Okay. So before that, was there a universe?
No.
Was it just God?
It was a combined thing. I don't know what it was.
So you don't know what there was
I
before
have
the universe.
no idea what
You-
was before the universe. I
but
don't
you
know if we
claim
had
to know.
multiple other universes. I have no idea.
But you claim to know that this being created the universe, but you don't know.
Yes, I don't know the limitation of his
Right.
power.
So why are you
so
making
no.
claims about stuff that you don't know?
I don't know the limitations of his power. I can't even fathom his power. I just know that the energy source for the creation of the universe cannot come from a random, non-subservient will. It had to be willed because it was so precise, so necessary, and it actually needed to be calibrated in a certain way to create the actual Big Bang, the first expansion of the universe, and then let alone the rest of the creation.
None of that
all
is
the
correct.
universes.
Yeah, this is just an argument
All right, so
from
can somebody
personal
make me
incredulity.
the argument how the Big Bang created itself?
The Big
Nobody
Bang
said the
didn't
Big
create
Bang did
itself.
create
There was
itself.
something that pre-existed the Big Bang. Have you ever heard of the hot dense state?
Yeah,
You would
so the
be
first phase
better
of the
off
universe.
trying
Yeah,
to
the
explain
hot
quantum
dense
mechanics
state
to a fucking
is
golden
the
had the laws of
universe in a
had the
different
laws of
configuration.
thermodynamics applied
So the
upon it because
universe
it was in a hot dense
already
state.
existed before the Big
Yeah,
Bang.
but the
There had to be
hot dense
something
state had the
to
laws of
expand.
thermodynamics applied upon it because it was a hot dense state, which means the conservation of energy was applied upon it, which means energy cannot spontaneously expand from within the hot dense state.
Do you understand what it means for energy to go
It
between
was
different fields?
How can you be a dense hot state if you're not condensed and closed
Manar,
system energy?
like-
Energy
and have the
can't
laws
be
of thermodynamics?
transferred between
have the
different
laws of
physical
conservation
fields.
of energy applied upon you.
This
How can you even
pre-existing
be
energy
dense?
simply made its way to the dark energy field,
You would
which
just
was
be
the
an open.
catalyst
It
for
would just be like
expansion.
opening the door of your house. You would
Yeah,
never
like-
be able to get the AC to 25 degrees. It's impossible.
Manar-
You're
Manar-
always
Manar,
gonna have
like,
dense
Hans-
states.
Hans-
Personal
So how are
incredulity.
you saying there was a dense state of the universe if the laws of conservation of energy are not applying upon it?
Manar, can you just
They
hands off your
absolutely
keyboard?
are.
So,
You haven't been
hands
able
off
to
your keyboard.
demonstrate that they're
So quick.
not.
Don't Google this. Can you explain to me
I'm not
what an
Googling
energy
anything.
gradient is? Can you explain to me what
The
an
word
energy gradient is?
John.
Huh?
You lost him
Sorry?
at the word gradient.
Yeah, that's probably
I
too
really
many
wonder what that is.
syllables
A
for him.
gradient of
An energy gradient. Like I said, without googling it, can you just tell me what
I
an
don't know,
energy
an
gradient
gradient
is?
maybe levels of energy that are possible.
Yeah, perfect, great. Yeah, but colloquially understand that's all we need. So when you're talking about energy being created, energy isn't created nor destroyed. Energy is just it's a unit of work. It is there a sufficient difference between point A and point B that energy can pass from point A to point
Yeah,
B?
but you're
And
gaslighting.
if
You're
the point-
telling me that I cannot exude
Manar,
energy.
shut the fuck up and let someone else finish a goddamn statement, you stupid motherfucker. Go ahead,
Now-
John.
If point A and point B are the same, that's like it's like the equivalent of having a flat battery. There's no
Everybody
way that
knows
energy
that
can pass.
ATP
shut the
is
fuck
created
up.
in the
Go ahead, John.
mitochondria of the fucking cell,
Manar,
and we
shut
literally
the fuck up.
manufacture energy inside of
Austin, we
our
got this,
cells.
we got
I don't
this.
know what the fuck are you guys talking about by
No,
creating
the
ATP
point-
I grant
in
that.
our
I grant
cells.
that you don't know what the fuck we're talking
Every
about.
human being that is knowledgeable knows that ATP is created, and that is the energy source that moves all
Manar,
our cells.
but-
How are
but
you
Manar,
telling me
all-
we cannot create energy? I'm not understanding.
ATP is a
this.
chemical
It's just,
process.
You think this ATP is already existed
Do you think
forever?
ATP
Fucking
is just
mentally
freely
retarded.
creating energy?
Then why the fuck do we have a mitochondria?
Hold on. Did I hear that correctly? Did he use the R
Why
slur?
do we have a mitochondria inside the cell?
Hey, dumb fuck! You're gonna listen to me. You're gonna listen closely. You use another slur on this panel, you're gone. We don't tolerate that kind of hateful shit up here. Okay, I'm gonna unmute you. You're gonna apologize for using that word, and then we can continue. Understood?
And then you're not going to use the word again.
Do you apologize for using that
Savvy?
slur?
No, I don't apologize.
Okay. Bye, bitch.
All right, then see ya.
Jesus.
Bunch of losers. The fuck? The fuck does that have to do with the whole debate? Like, my word was the end of the debate. It's not the beginning of it.
Actually, trying to talk to him.
Oh, now he's trying to crawl backstage again.
I've
Minar,
interacted.
you need to start with that apology, or it's no fucking dice. You got that?
Why do
Nod your
I
head
need
if
to
you hear me.
apologize? I mean, just rolled
Because
out of the tongue.
because it's our panel and we don't allow
It
that
just rolled
sort
out
of
of the tongue,
hateful
man, like-
language. Yeah, if it rolls out of the tongue, it shows you're a giant piece of shit. So go ahead and apologize for being a giant
he's allowed to
fucking
call me
piece
a
of
Bad,
shit.
and I won't
POS.
use it again. That's all you gotta
So
do.
he's allowed to call me POS, but I'm not allowed to use the R word?
Yeah, because piece of shit isn't a slur, you dumb fuck.
That's not a slur?
No,
What
he's
the
got a
fuck?
No,
point,
it's an
actually.
insult.
He's
Go
got a
ahead
point,
and
actually.
go ahead and look up the
just an
difference between
insult.
slur and insult.
So if I
He's
call
got
you
a
like
point,
a
actually,
midget,
because
is that
it's
a slur or
unfair
an
for me to
insult?
compare pieces of shit to him.
If I say you're
Look,
so short,
it's-
you're like a midget, is that an insult?
No,
Look,
no,
it's
the
not
prob-
your fucking channel. It's my fucking channel. It's my fucking rules. I don't want that word spoken on my fucking channel.
Fine, I
So
won't
don't.
say it. I won't say it. That's
Then
fine.
apologize for it.
Why do I need to
And say-
apologize? I said I will not say it
Because
anymore.
that's the condition
It
for you to
rolled out of
remain
the
up here.
tongue.
Do
I've
you
been
want to
speaking for an
remain
hour
up
and a
here?
half, and I
Do
didn't
you
say
want
it
to
once.
remain up here?
No,
Do you want to remain up
You
here?
know what?
I think
Show contrition or fuck off. That's one.
I
that's
think this
it.
is a little bit
Period.
unfair because
I don't care what you think.
Manar, the problem with that particular word is that it's a slur that is
what is
directed at people
happening right
that
now?
have mental deficits that are beyond their control. It's not something they choose.
What is
And the reason-
happening right now?
So because it's not something now, obviously in the UK it doesn't carry the same weight that it does have in the US. But the point is, the rules of this particular channel are that is considered a slur in the same way as other words are considered a slur that I don't think you would dare utter. So just say sorry. If it was unintentional, if you didn't mean it the way that you meant it, then the apology should be, it's not admitting that you're not conceding a point in a debate. You're just being polite. So just say fucking sorry and move on. And
No,
then we can.
I don't want to be polite. I don't
He's
want to
not
be
gonna say
polite to
sorry.
people that
He's
are
human enough
as
to-
disgusting as you guys are. To be honest with you.
Okay, bye then.
All right.
I'm stealing that, by the way, Austin.
Manipulated by a toxic, dysregulated fuckwit.
I don't want him to ban me.
Just tell him to fuck off. Don't explain or defend why he has to.
You know
It's
what?
our
Now
channel.
you're doing it. How about I'll decide how I run my fucking channel and not have to listen to everybody that fucking has an opinion. How about that?
I'm addressing Manar with this.
Minar's
I
gone.
think, yeah, Minar's gone. The judgment has been cast. Now we have someone else requesting backstage that I don't recognize the name of. Gretchen, should I bring him up?
Yeah, sure. I don't
Hey.
recognize him either.
All
Hi,
right, Emmett, welcome to the panel.
Look at
First
that
of
shit,
all,
dog.
what is your age?
I'm 37.
Okay, great. You're over 18, so you can be up here. What brings you up to the panel tonight?
No, I just was listening to you guys being preferencist, and I'm a fellow preferencist, and I was just trying to understand what is your idea of subjectivism.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're.
I'm
from
not a
chat.
subjectivist.
Yeah, Arpy's not, but I totally.
What
am.
are you?
I'm a moral realist.
You're a moral realist?
The fuck
Yes.
does that mean?
What is morality?
Morality is it is. Oh, jeez, sorry. It's been a long day for me. Okay, morality
Wow.
is normative in that like it's reason giving, and so you have a reason in order to act in a certain way. And so I can render an argument for objective morals based on our agency. Would you agree that an agent is defined as an entity that is able to set and work towards goals?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay, great. And would you also agree that freedom and well-being are necessary
How the fuck are they getting
entailments in
40
order to be
viewers?
able to carry out the necessary
I need to start a
conditions
new
to be
channel.
an
Yeah,
agent?
this channel is dead.
I disagree with that. You can be an agent without well-being.
I need a new channel.
Without well-being, so
Mhm.
you could. How can you be a dead agent?
That you didn't say alive. You said well-being.
Yeah,
You can-
well-being
you can be
entails being
Yep, they
alive.
start
Any
moving the
sort of
goals.
No,
like well-being would entail that like you are able to engage in a metabolic like stasis
Yeah.
You
process.
literally
I understand what-
create energy through your mitochondria inside of your cell. You're creating ATP, which is the energy necessary to allow your cells to move. That is what actually keeps you alive, is ATP. We all remember this from our biological class of biology. And these fucking nerds are gonna come and tell me that we can't create energy? The fuck is you talking about? Who the fuck built that house? Tell me I did not exert energy to build the house? Who the fuck did all the work that I go to do 12 hours a day then doing? Fucking retards.
You mean by that? I'm just saying
Can't
that
create energy.
if you say you need,
Energy is everlasting. The fuck? No. Not in a living human being that's interfering with the world and opening every system of energy he's interfering with his energy. Because of his capability, because he is unique.
what you
No, not
what
at
you
all.
would
He's not a dog or a cat. Even dogs and cats have some authority over systems of energy.
value
Subjective
are dependent
preferences are
upon you.
subjective.
I understand that, but he says,
Have freedom,
This is
and
gonna
if
be
you
bad,
do not
really.
have well-being.
well, what do you mean by freedom then? And then this
freedom
is I know I'm
the
sorry. I apologize, RP.
Go
I don't
on.
want to be mean to you. I just
No,
I
no,
just
go-
I'm just
go on.
wanna
What
I just
is
want to
your-
get some
what is your issue?
clarifications.
Yeah,
And
yeah, go on.
You're going to
Ask
call
your
me a grifter. You're going to
clarifying
call me a
question.
shill. You're going to say
yeah, I
controlled
just wanna
opposition, switch
before we move
sides.
forward,
Honest to God, truth. This is the
finish the
truth.
well-being part. If you are
Probably it was
meaning by
being
what-
driven from foreign countries and the left. That's just true. Why, oh, why? All of a sudden, did it become supercharged? If you criticize Israel on Twitter, boom, 100,000 likes. Because they were the ones at war with Israel, because Palestine is their regional cause. Palestine is their religious, ethnic struggle. So I think a lot like Jackson Hinkle, how many of his 3 million followers that he gained in those 9 months, how many of them came from the United States of America? People knew what he was up to before.
Why is he
All of a
attacking
sudden,
Jackson
you have this
Hinkle?
regional conflict between Israel and the Arab League, effectively, or you could say the axis of resistance would be more precise. Now, all of a sudden, anyone going after Israel supercharged, and we all know it's being driven by these Muslims. We all know it's we all see it on Twitter. That's who's promoting it. That's who's doing it.
Pakistani specifically Pakistani Muslims.
And so suddenly anybody that wanted to blow up and be, what's the hot topic? What's the woke take right now? What's the edgy take? What's the take that's going to get me the most notoriety? It's shitting on Israel. It's joining the Israel critical cause, being a Jew conspiracy theorist. And what grifters know how to do is just milk it for everything. That was like the wrong milk it like a cow. I shouldn't do any milking. No milk.
Is that the gist of it?
Yeah, I think he is gay. You're right.
I was asking
Yeah.
Mr. Mystery.
No, that
was
that's
a Freudian
accurate.
slip.
That's and it isn't the only evidence I have of that. There's other evidence out there too. There's a document called the National Contagion Research Institute. They did a document on a study on him in particular. And I want to make this clear. I'm not a fan of that guy.
You got a Muslim
Nick
in here,
Fuentes.
man. You got a Muslim. I've been pushing really hard, man. I've been pushing really hard, man, to try to change your politics, You know what I want to do? I can't wait, Mr. I actually
Right.
want homelessness rates to go down. I actually want schools and colleges to be affordable for young people. I actually want wages to increase and for people to not be enslaved by their employer. Yes, you're right. Yes, the religious extremists are coming for you, Mr.
Well,
Mister, and they're gonna make your life much better. You disgusting
right.
individualistic person. What's up, Average?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Right. By
What's going on?
Says the
no,
guy
no, no.
wearing
Hold
glasses.
on.
Whoa.
Sorry, what has gone
I've
on
dealt
between
with-
you two that I'm like unaware of? What the heck
fuck?
am
I
I
don't know
not
anyone
picking
in
up?
here, man.
it's
You guys are
fine.
the ones that know me.
It's fine. Just listen for a second. Look, I'm not going to be baited into getting into a shouting match. I'll just say this. I'm going to contend with what you're saying, okay? If that were the case, right, then why are your pals just stopping traffic in the middle of cities to pray and hold things up?
I thought that was
Why
an
does that
American
happen?
right.
Oh, to just stop traffic?
Oh,
To-
so
it's your right to
it's your
just like
American right to protest, except if you stop traffic. Is that what you said?
so that's a protest. Like you can't do that on the side of the road.
I
You
cannot
have to
think.
like
I
stop, you
cannot
guys have to
think of
stop
a
traffic.
better protest. For example, if I want my political, schema or life to change, to go and pray in front of a street and kind of enclose it a little bit. I feel like that's the
See,
most
look, this
safe
is my-
and make a little bit of uncomfortable scene. I can't think of a more safe and less violent protest.
Why?
People praying
Honest
together?
question, okay? Look, I'm not going to spurg out, okay, like our last interaction, but just hear me out for a minute. I'm genuinely curious about this. Why is it that you guys and the lefty lunatics, you guys never go to like a mayor's building?
Who are you guys? No, sorry. Who are you, Mister? Are you the guy that likes Iran war? Are you the one that wants to sanction and murder Russians? Are you the one that
I don't like any of it.
wants more war in Gaza? Who are you? Are you the one that wants to
Look,
fucking
I-
murder Americans in Iran? Like, who are you?
Let's stay on alive.
I want.
Eliminate.
What's
What's
the
that?
difference? I want to know what's the difference between me and you and the lefties. I don't know. What are you talking about?
Okay, look, here's the difference. I
That I'm a
want
Muslim, then you're
everything.
white. That's the difference.
I want us on equal foot. I want everything to be lawful again, which it isn't, right? I want us to be out of the Middle East.
And what is the Muslims?
I don't know
have to
how
do
that's
with
going to
it?
happen.
The Muslims have the lowest rates of crime in the USA. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
All right, that's insane, but okay.
How does you
I'm not
getting
even
rid
gonna-
of the Muslims?
Can we get the statistics for that, Menard?
Yeah,
Do you have the
can you
statistics for
actually
that?
do a small
Can you
lookup?
pull it up? Yeah, can you tell me the source or
You guys
can
want to
you
argue
pull it
this
up?
for real? This is insane.
See, it's interesting,
This is
and I
insane.
want the chat.
This is insane. Okay.
Yeah.
I
think it's
I want the
relevant.
chat to understand this. Every
we're gonna
time
compare it to
I
Christians, huh? Because you guys wanted to bring
hold
it up.
on, just let me finish my point, and then we'll get into it. Anytime I bring this subject up, something like this happens. Okay, every single time that I point out the fact they're trying to divide the right, and they're trying to destroy the actual threat to the leftist agenda. That's what it
Christians
is.
make up the vast majority of the U.S. prison population at roughly 67%, while Muslims only account for
Pull it up.
about 9% of state
Present it.
prisons.
Bring it up in the back, Menard. I'll bring it forward to the screen. Okay.
Look, all I was just trying to say is that just like
Where
the
do I do
Candace lunatics,
Private chat.
why is it that none of them talk about the fact that Plaskin had? It's like they're cherry picking from those files. They're taking certain things out for a narrative. That's what they're doing. But Plaskin had direct contact with the prison guards, and what's his name? Hakeem Jeffries had regular lunches with the guy. But that's not important, apparently.
This is from 2012, March 22nd, from Pew Research. Is this per capita? There's a couple people that want to know in chat. Is this a per capita study, Menard? Here you go, come on.
What? Per capita what? Just look up this.
Per cap, like
look at it a little bit. You don't know anything about this.
Let me explain, right? So a majority of the U.S. is Christian, correct?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So does it follow that necessarily the statistics might be skewed in favor of like Christians populating certain like institutions, including prisons, because just by a like literal majority they make up the U.S. population? Does the study account for that?
It doesn't. I don't think it counts for per capita, but there are other studies that say per capita that Muslims are having a lot, but that doesn't mean that you guys are not an enormous part of the prison complex. Like even if
I don't disagree.
Let me just explain. Even if, let's say, it says here 1% of the U.S. is American, is part 1% or 2% of America is Muslim. Let's say 9% are 10% are in all of your state prisoners. So that means 99% of America. Let's say 70% of America is Christian, and you guys have 70% of your prison population is Christian. It doesn't mean just because there's 9% that there's an amazing, incredible number of prisoners that are Muslims. It means that, because you have to understand, because 9% and 7% of the total population of prisoners. So it doesn't matter the per capita. We're talking about the total population of prisoners. 70% of them are criminals that are fucking Christians, and 10% of them are Muslim. So it's still a much more negligent part. Even though there's a huge discrepancy of the number of people in that country, it's still a much significant part of the violent crime is done by Christians rather than Muslims. That's what that's saying.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's disagreeing with you, but like, okay, so it's the same argument with respect to men, right? Like if I went to you and I said, Manar, like,
or black people,
most of the, well, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah, it's the same exact argument. It's to say, oh, well, only black people are only 10% of America, but they're 50% of the prisons or violent crimes or whatever it is. Therefore, black people are more violent.
Well, see, that's an actually demonstrative statistic.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Christians.
Saying
Christians are taking over 60-70% of the prison. Means Christians are fucking violent criminals. Yes.
So I'm going to demonstrate the differential here. Okay, so you are correct, right? I don't necessarily disagree. I think that the statistics supports that a majority of the prison population is Christian. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. Okay, but when we're talking about a statistic reflective of that, right, which might be, because we can't rule out per capita because you said it doesn't actually consider per capita allocations, that it's just because Christians make up a majority of the population versus black people being incarcerated at a higher rate, despite them making up a minority of the population. I think those statistics draw two different conclusions. For instance, in this instance, we can't rule out that it might be just simply because they actually make up a majority of the population. Whereas with the statistic with respect to black people being incarcerated, we actually can make an inference with respect to them being incarcerated at a higher rate or having a more like a higher propensity for committing acts that result in. Because
does that mean that black people are just
a minority,
genetically more inclined to do crime? Is that the inference?
You can make a whole bunch of inferences.
Then what inference are you able to make? Tell me.
Hold on.
Tell me. Make an
it's
inference.
about region.
You just said
the
you can.
per
Can I
capita
fucking
argument.
Hey, wait. What's happening here? She just made a claim. She said she can make many inferences. Make one inference.
That they're for some reason that you could, for instance, like if I want to take a leftist standpoint on this, I could say like there's more racial profiling.
Okay.
Right. I could also take on a right-wing basis that there's a higher propensity.
So the inference you're making is
crime.
not actually that the more black people are actually bad. It's just that more black people are being profiled. Therefore, they are being put in prison. So that's literally the argument you're making.
Well, it's
you're
one of
making
two
that
things.
even though my statistics show that my argument is that black people are bad, the argument I'm making from these statistics
Whoa,
that black
you're making a
people are
different
not
argument
mad.
now.
That's literally what you just argued. Average, do you hear what you just said? You just said
Yeah,
my statistics show
telling
that
me-
minority group of black people are the majority of the U.S. Prisons, which tells me that I can make many inferences. I ask you, make an inference. And you said the inference is that maybe they're being racially profiled. Maybe they're actually not the worst minority in America, and that my statistics is actually being lied to because of the racial profiling of the black people more than the white people. So they get
So now you're
put
shifting
in.
the-
So that means, for example, saying that the
Hey,
white
Mel.
people do not make no crimes, they just get caught less. That's what you're arguing.
So now
That's the
now
inference you were
you're-
able to make.
Now you're shifting the goalposts and you're strawmanning me.
No,
so
no,
I, can make one of
I just showed you that you
Okay.
destroyed your own argument by yourself.
Please
I
let
didn't
me
have
finish.
to do it.
Please
Give
let
me,
me finish.
go ahead, talk. I'm gonna be
You
right
can-
back.
You can make one of two inferences. Either they're being racially profiled and unfairly targeted, which is resulting in a higher rate of incarceration, or they legitimately or doing things, right, that result in them being incarcerated. So either they're guilty or they're being framed. It's either one of the two, right? Why is such a small minority of the population being incarcerated at one of the highest rates that we've ever seen?
He doesn't get the argument.
I know, but I'm trying, right? This is my job. I try and explain arguments to people
Poor you.
that sometimes
you're trying,
don't understand
You're
it.
trying so hard. Poor you. And I'm so hard, right? I'm over talking you. I'm
See, that's a bit.
ad hominem
I mean,
you.
Pride Month was
I'm not
last
being.
month.
I'm not an actual
Let's-
arguing with you. I'm actually just belittling you, right? That's what I'm doing.
Okay, no, I don't think that at all. So let's go back to your statistics. So now that we've separated, right? Because I think we can make a direct inference
poor
from
victim,
that. From
poor victim average. Poor you average. I feel bad
What?
for you.
Who's
I'm
a
attacking
victim?
you.
I'm not a victim.
I'm attacking you right now.
No,
I'm
you're not.
attacking you.
No, I'm just saying you got my argument wrong. Okay, so let's go back to your actual study here, right? What inferences do you think that we can make from this study based on the fact that we can't rule out a per capita advantage?
That Christians populate prisons at much higher rate than Muslims.
Okay. Is that because, can we rule out the fact that it might be because they make up a higher percentage of the population? Because we don't need to consider that with the black people statistics.
Yeah, but that
right?
doesn't mean that they don't create more crimes. Like,
It doesn't mean, and how can we rule out that that's not just simply based on them making up a majority of the population?
I mean, it's impossible to rule it out with statistics because
Okay, great.
Can I answer?
Okay.
Can I answer without
Yeah,
interrupting?
sure.
Okay,
Please.
thank you.
Yeah.
Because me and you know that not every crime gets caught. So it's impossible to try to make complete, perfect, accurate statements. But we can say it seems that either there's more racially profiling against the Muslims, that's why there's a bigger percentage, or that there's more crimes being committed potentially by white people. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about this. Like, why are they populating more prisoners? Yes, there's more of them, but the crimes...
There is no migrant crime
crimes that are
stat.
getting caught are that 70% of them are being done by white people. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I get that there's more of them, but like, what is the argument? Like, what is the argument that you're making?
Okay.
Do you want to go or should?
Yeah, I mean, Mr. I've spoken a lot. I mean, if you'd like to put the ball in my court, that's fine. But if you have something to say that's different from what I've said,
just give me the argument. What is the argument? Why is it?
Okay, I'm gonna reiterate it one more time, and then Mr.
Why
can
is
speak,
it
okay?
if 1% of the population is Muslim or 2%, and 10% of them are like you just agreed with me that just because black people were the majority doesn't necessarily mean that black people are
Minority.
bad. No, they were majority of prisoners, violent criminals.
Oh, the majority of prisoners. Yeah, but so the difference between that statistic is we can rule out a per capita issue because they don't make up a majority of the population. So the issue with per capita based statistics is if it doesn't account for the total population size, it's impossible to rule out that the fact that they make up a higher percentage of that statistical analysis is not just simply due to the composition of population. Whereas when we're
can
dealing with a
I make an argument
minority-based
here?
statistic, can I finish mine first?
Go ahead.
When we're dealing with a minority-based population, we don't need to consider that inference because they don't make up a population majority. So it's impossible that the statistics could be skewed in their favor simply on that basis because they are not that. They are not the majority of the population.
Yeah, but if we say that, for example, there are certain people that get away with crimes, why can't we say white people actually get away with more crimes and yet they still, like, let's say all groups get away with crimes equally. Let's say all group except black people. Let's say for your argument, I don't want to attack black people. All groups get away with crimes equally, except black people. They're getting racially profiled. How do we not know that? How do we not know then that because per capita there's more white people, they're actually getting away with more crimes than the 2% of the Muslim population, which potentially can give you a reason why there's more of them inside of populating the prisons because less of them are getting away from the crime than the white people. What about that?
Yeah, so you're asking me to prove something that hasn't been established. You're asking me to prove
So
what
you
people
don't
have gotten
believe
away.
that people get away with crimes?
Absolutely, but there's no way of weighing that on a statistical basis because it's not
We can't
tried.
just argue,
Like
but the argument is everybody gets away with crime equally. There's more white people, therefore they get away with more crimes.
how do we? Okay, if they get away with crimes, how do we know that they got a? If they haven't been prosecuted, how do we know? Like, where is the actual measurable outcome there?
Well, I'm telling you, the point is that even though they get away with more crimes, they're still the total majority of the prison population. So even if we are giving them as much leeway as you want to give them, because they are per capita maybe more, you have to also regard the other per capita benefits for them. You're only looking at the per capita problems and the negatives. Oh, they're more per capita, or the Muslims are less per capita, which means that there's more of them, which means that they're more criminal inclined. Well, what
Is that not a valid consideration?
Well, why didn't you make that consideration with the black people though? That's my only question.
Because they don't make up a population majority.
That's the same thing with the Muslims.
Okay, and yeah, that would be the same. Like, if the majority of people in prison were Muslim, I wouldn't think it was a per capita thing that needed to be considered. Just a second. Who is Rogers? Rogers Gold. I see you in the backstage. Can I get you to flash your camera quickly so I know you're gonna like show us any corn or something like that? Rogers Gold. Hello. Okay. I don't do anything. Sorry?
Sus.
Yeah. It's not
Ask
Jess.
for that, and they don't.
Rogers, you're gonna remain in the back until you can prove you're not a like saboteur. All right, go ahead, Manar. So yeah, like Muslims don't make up a majority, so I don't know.
Yeah, but for some reason you gave much leeway to the inferences you were able to make about minorities being majority of criminals. But
yeah,
you can't give leeway on minorities being a minority of the criminals. I don't understand that.
You mean why Christians are majority, like incarcerated?
I mean, how can you come up with an inference that because there's more Muslims in population, therefore they are more inclined to violence? But you couldn't.
I never said that. Sorry, when did I say that Muslims are more?
Then why are you arguing against my claim that the Muslims actually do less crime than white people?
Because your claim is based on Christians being a majority, and I'm telling you, I said I don't think that rules out per capita because Christians make up a majority.
But your whole argument is I said that Muslims are here to save Mr. Society and give him less crimes, less suicide rates, less homelessness.
Okay.
Give him more.
Let's explore that.
You told me, no, I'm wrong. They're actually... how can you provide proof that they're actually the minority of the prisoners? I provided proof. You started arguing about per capita and you tried to change the whole subject, by the way.
Right. In relation to Christians, right? Because Christians make up a majority of the U.S. population. Can you tell me something? Can you tell me, in comparison between Christianity, right? Because I don't know if you know, I'm an Orthodox Christian, right? I was raised Protestant and went to Catholic school, but I'm an Orthodox Christian now. A catechumen
I feel
specifically.
sorry for you. I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, so I'm an Orthodox Christian now, and I would consider
Sorry, I threw up a
Orthodox
little bit.
Christianity
Excuse me.
to be one of the purest forms of Christianity, right? So it's the religion that
Purest.
Christ and his apostles.
Are you even allowed to have a
practiced.
YouTube channel with Orthodox? Oh, yeah,
Roger
you're allowed
Gould
to
is
have
a person.
Yeah, you're allowed to have your own YouTube
So
channel.
you're complaining about people interrupting.
You're just not allowed.
Sorry about that.
You're just not allowed to.
That's okay.
You're allowed to have a YouTube channel. You're just not allowed to preach Christianity and.
I'm not
Orthodox
preaching,
Christianity.
am I?
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
giving you a background
That's
on my
fine,
beliefs.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the contradiction
Okay, cool.
of.
And I won't preach.
Of orthodoxy. The woman is not allowed to preach on men, but she's allowed to have a YouTube channel debating and arguing with men. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
about
You
religion.
are the purest form of Christianity. You're right. So beautiful. Keep
No,
going.
I'm not. Orthodox
going.
Christianity is I'm a fuck up. I'm a sinner. I sin every day. Lord have mercy on me. Right?
God forbid.
Anyway, so where I was going with this
Who
is
the
like
fuck is
I
peeing
would
in the
like you
bathroom?
to. I would like. That's somebody typing.
Oh, my bad.
I would like you to inform me which of the two religions out of Christianity and Islam endorses throwing people off of buildings because of their sexual orientation.
Sorry. I'm supposed to believe that Orthodox Christianity does not condones LGBTQ. That's what I'm supposed to believe.
No, just not like
Oh, you guys just don't throw them out of
elimination.
buildings. Oh, okay. You just
Correct. Do you
just kick
consider
him
it
and
more
exile them out
violent
of
to
your
turn
society?
someone
What do
away
you
from
do
a
to them?
church?
What do you
or
do
throw
to them?
them
Do you
off a
exile
building?
them? What do you do to them? How do you get rid
No,
of
if
this disease?
somebody's in, my understanding is that if somebody's openly practicing, we do not
How
we
do
do
you
not
get
allow them
rid
to
of the
become
disease
baptized.
if he's LGBTQ? How do you get rid of that disease? And he wants to perform it on other
Sorry,
men.
who's calling it a disease? That's you.
Sorry,
You're calling it a disease.
So the Bible doesn't call LGBTQ behavior a disease. Sorry.
Are you a Bible expert now?
Sorry,
Okay, now we're getting
I
into
thought you said that
apologetics.
Orthodoxy
Yeah, he's an
was the
expert.
most. I thought you said you're Orthodox Christian.
Yeah, I just didn't know that you were an Orthodox expert. Can you tell me what
I don't
seminary
think you
studied
even
at?
know what Orthodoxy is. I think you're a fake feminist, actually.
A fake feminist.
I don't
I'm a
believe you
non-feminist.
actually
Cool.
know what Christianity is now.
Okay, what seminary did you study at?
I'm just telling you, I know that in
So
Orthodoxy,
you didn't study at a seminary.
they have many rules and they're actually very strict, and that's why you actually made it.
That's correct.
That's why you made the claim that they are the most purest, because they actually keep the.
Well, they're the oldest form of
They
Christianity.
adhere to they adhere to the highest level of traditions of Christianity. Thank you. So,
Correct.
So what is the first tradition of Christianity, which is not to allow sinful behavior, right? We all agree that LGBTQ is sinful behavior. Do I have to explain this to you?
So
When did I say it wasn't sinful?
So what do you do to them?
Alright.
How do you exile them? You told it. When I said it was
don't
a
throw
disease,
them off of buildings.
when
and
I said it
unalive
was a
them.
disease, you told me, why did you call it a disease?
I've never been told by my priest that it's a disease.
Isn't sinful
I've been told that
behavior a
it's
disease
sin.
of the body and the soul and the heart?
So maybe that's your definition on it. I haven't been told that.
So that okay.
And I'm not going to
now that
interpret
you know-
the provisions of the Bible.
Now
I've
you
been told
know
it's a sin.
Now you know what I was implying. Then are you happy?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, Manar, if I'm not going to take your authority on Orthodox Christianity.
I don't think you know anything about Orthodox Christianity.
Okay.
I think Orthodox Christianity would get rid of LGBTQ people, maybe in a worse state than throwing them out of buildings. Which, by the
You
way, I
think?
don't believe that Islam.
Do you know that for
does
sure?
it like that.
Okay, we've got a couple new panelists. Mr. Mystery, before I introduce our new panelist, did you want to say anything on this?
Yeah, I just want to make one point real quick.
I'm pretty
there
sure
is-
Christianity would call
my
LGBTQ
big
a
issue.
disease. I'm pretty sure of that.
Do you shut up? Oh my god.
Orthodoxy
Just
would
want to
call
make the
it- would call
point.
it a fucking
My issue
societal
is
disease,
that
100%.
there's no accountability for them. Okay, there is no illegal immigrant crime
Who
stat.
the fuck are you
That's my
accountable
point.
for? Who are you accountable for? What the fuck do you do? Who are you accountable for? Who are you accountable for? to your value?
I don't
to
answer
your,
to you,
Can I
fuckwit.
Can I ask you? Is it to the values of freedom and liberty that you uphold? While you fucking telling me I can't even be a Muslim inside your country? You fucking piece of shit. What the fuck are you talking about? What? Who are
okay,
you?
whatever.
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? Why should we listen to you? Because you're white? What a disgusting species you are. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, species.
You should take over America. Why? Because you're white? You're not even smarter than me. You're not nothing. You're nothing better than me. How do you not know that I want to take care of your society more than you? How do you not know? Isn't that what Muslims do? They come to the society and the school system. They make it amazing. They get rid of these LGBTQ disgusting ideologies. They bring
People like
literacy.
me conserve the Constitution.
They renovate
Idiots
houses.
of
They
your
build
ilk
businesses.
want to destroy
What the
it.
fuck
It's
do
that
you
simple.
do? What the fuck do you do? You and your religion and freedom and liberty. What do? You come and destroy economical systems. You bomb Iran. You fucking attack Gaza. Is that your fucking freedom and liberty that you want to uphold? And everybody's supposed to allow you to do that. But God forbid a Muslim comes in and wants to educate the youth on something that's fucking purposeful more than being a wage slave. You fucking disgusting piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You have
Why the
rules
fuck? Why the fuck
that
should
hold up
you
to
have the
society
authority?
structure. You
Why
are
should you have the authority
opposed
to
to
tell
them.
us how America's gonna be? Because you're white? Fucking
Has
disgusting
nothing to do
human
with
being.
it. That's a straw man.
Then why the
Has
fuck?
nothing
That's
to
what I'm
do with
asking
it, like
you.
I said.
Answer.
Just a
It's about the
second,
law.
gentlemen.
Answer.
Gentlemen, when did Manar? When did he say it was because he's white? Also, welcome,
Okay,
Mr.
answer.
Bill Raiders. Thank you for.
Why
that.
is he better than me? Why shouldn't Islam rule over America? Why shouldn't it? Why shouldn't we make your country better if it's fucking failed and it's completely destroyed and you don't have a replacement rate?
It's about
and
a
the society's
adherence to
crumbling and
social
people
structure
are murdering
under the
themselves
Constitution.
and the youth
That's why.
can't even spell and read. Why the fuck shouldn't we come and kick you out and exile you
How
and
do you
piss
know
on
that?
you while we fucking take care of your schools and build
Right.
them again and fucking build your school your
That's why you
your
come in. You don't do it
classrooms
legally. You take
and
dumps
put
in
windows
public
on your
fountains.
classrooms, you disgusting pig eater.
I don't
whatever.
like pork personally.
You're
but
just
it is what it
asserting.
is.
You're just asserting that you should be the one authority over America. I want to know why. Because you're white.
No, that's
Why
not.
then?
It's not about me. It's about
Then why?
adherence to the law. That's what it is.
Why then?
I just answered it like 4 times. You're just not listening.
Muslims are
Just
some
okay,
of
Manar,
the
give
best
him a
people
moment to
adhering
repeat.
to law. Muslims build families more than the most in most societies. Muslims
Right
come
now,
to
you guys
society, they
do.
make them better. They never hurt them.
Right now, you guys have more kids. Yeah. Okay. Just let Mr. repeat his.
So disgusting.
his
Do we
point,
come
please.
and bring you LGBTQ and the disease of fucking eating pork and the disease of going and fucking around in the middle of the clubs? Is that what we
Still not
brought you?
getting it.
disease?
Is
Okay.
that what we brought to you?
Manar,
the STD
please-
rates and the
Manar,
rise teen
sorry.
pregnancy? Is that what we brought Muslims? We brought that
Please,
to your
well,
society?
No,
Dude,
no.
you
Listen,
control
listen.
your fucking
I don't know.
emotions.
I just want to know, did Muslims bring in single motherhood and the dating culture and the social media and the ability for kids to not even be able to read and write? Like, I'm not understanding. What
No.
did Muslim do
If
to America?
You would have a.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to
your
help you
virtue
out.
signaling
You're
is
not
fucking
listening.
insane, dude.
Okay, let's let Mr. repeat his argument, please, because he
Okay.
hasn't had the opportunity. Yes.
It's about adherence to the social
I
structure.
just wanna know,
the
did
agreed
Muslims
upon
bring in
social
single
structure
mother-
under the law, the Constitution. The Sharia is opposed to it. You get it now?
What is Sharia opposed to?
The Constitution.
You are opposed to the Constitution. The Constitution says that I have First Amendment, which I have the ability to practice my Islamic religion, and if I want, I can, according to your laws of the land, I am allowed to actually amend the constitutions and the bills of rights and everything because that is what your legal system allows me.
Oh,
So as a Muslim, you're not even allowing me. You're the one against constitution because you won't even allow me to change the laws of your land, which is constitutional to me.
Oh, okay, so you should
Yes.
be allowed to come in and just change the laws.
You're
right?
not a
That's how it works?
constitutionalist. You're not a constitutionalist. That's what constitutionalists believe in. As long
No,
as the constitution
that's
is
a power
amended
from
with
Congress.
the power of
It's
diplomacy,
not your power.
as long as the constitution is amended with the power of diplomacy and democracy, then you uphold those.
Under the Congress has the authority, not you.
Then, okay, yeah. So what? They can vote to change laws. That's no problem, right?
Right.
It's only a problem if they were
It's
Muslim,
about
right?
a body, a group of people
It's
that
only
are not the
problem.
same.
Okay, so this is why you're not a constitutionalist. You're supposed to uphold those rights for every human being in every religious authority. You're not only
Right. I adhere to the Constitution. Therefore, I'm a
Yeah,
constitutionalist.
so you're supposed to adhere to the Constitution in its fullness, not only pick and choose what you like, and its fullness allows freedom of speech, which means and religion, and which means you're supposed to allow any human being to come and change your laws. That's literally according to your own constitution. So
That's
if you don't let me
insane.
do that, you're actually and you make it illegal for me to do that, and you want to attack that, you're attacking the constitution, my constitutional
You have
rights,
to.
and
There's
potentially
there's
duty.
a way to do it. You can't just come in and say I'm planting my foot here and I'm changing the laws. It doesn't work like that. A good example is halal foods in public schools. You can't just come in and be like, I want tax dollars for halal food. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, so sorry, we can't come in and tell you that you're gonna make your food system better in school, or we're gonna kick you out of the and exile you and not give you any funding. Sorry, you're telling me we cannot better our food system that we give to our children and give them better meals and cleaner meat. What is halal? Is halal dirtier meat than what you guys have today, or is it cleaner?
No. Listen, I
You're
would
saying
agree
you're
with
saying
you.
you won't allow me to advocate for
hold on.
children that my children to go to eat better food and cleaner food in my school system. Is that what you're saying?
No,
If
Menard, he's
you-
not saying that.
What else is he saying?
He-
Why
he's
doesn't he
literally
like
te-
halal food? Halal
no,
food just
no,
means
he-
cleaner food.
He's not saying that you can. He's saying that you can't just immediately heavily enforce it.
Why not?
Just
Because
because
I'm
you
not
can't.
white?
No,
Then why?
because in the same sense that you would have your religious rights, it could also, in a sense, for certain different things, not this halal food example, could infringe on the religious practices of
Okay,
others.
okay, prove it. Prove it. How is halal food infringing on other people's religious practices? You have.
I just
No. You asserted. Can I finish? Can I finish?
My friend.
This is
Menard,
the
my
problem.
friend, let me-
People want to
no,
assert things,
let me
but they don't
finish.
want
Let
to
me
argue
finish
for
because
them.
I'm
This is
already
crazy.
con-
Calm the fuck down. Control your fucking emotions,
Shut the
dude.
fuck up. Don't fucking yell at me.
Menard, I'm
I wish
already
you
conceding.
would shut the fuck up, dude. I really
I'm already
do.
conceding
Alright, bro.
I've already conceded the
rat.
halal foods example. What I'm saying is there are other examples that play into it that you can't just infringe on. So we need a normative aspect of it. That's his argument.
The reason why I brought that up is because if I wanted the Bible to be preached in public schools, people would have a panic attack. They'd be like, you can't do that. That's the whole point. That's what I mean by adherence to social norms and the rule of law.
Right.
If you wanted Christianity to be preached to Christians, I don't give a fuck. I only disagree if you're gonna force it on all students. That's the only difference. If you want, if you want students to give them a room inside of your school and you tell them this is your Christian room and you guys come here to pray anytime you want, and you give them Christian classes and studies and for 1 hour, one period of the day, I will not say anything. But you are saying I'm not allowed to do that to my children. You see how disgusting you are, Mr. I, as a Muslim, will allow you to give that to your children. You won't give that to my children in my school. You disgusting, despicable.
There's a reason. There's a reason why we have private schools. Okay.
I will allow your children to practice their
learn this.
faith absolutely freely. I will allow them to have an education. What I will do is I will open a classroom for every religion, and I will give them 1 hour where they're allowed to learn their religion in whatever manner. I'll bring them a professor of their religion, and I'll make them school. And that's actually that's actually how my school was in Dubai. My school in Dubai.
This is jealousy about
my school in Dubai. My school in Dubai. I had Islamic studies. My friend had Christian studies. My other friend had Jewish studies.
Oh, that's sad.
And we had Hindu classes too. Wallahi al-azim. Wallahi, we had religious classes.
Just a second. Manar, how many current Orthodox churches?
You're so disgusting.
Or even,
you can't even imagine having something that that.
How many Christian churches are there in majority Muslim countries like Afghanistan, for instance, or Iraq? How many Christian churches are there?
I don't know.
There's not.
There's no Christian churches in Iraq. What a
There's no openly practicing one. There's underground churches, but there's.
You guys are insane.
I'm not insane.
Iraqi Christians are everywhere.
Let's look it up.
Maybe when America came in and funded Al Qaeda and told them to go murder every Sunni Muslim,
let's say
and
unalive
every
or
Christian,
eliminate,
then maybe that's when it happened for a short time. They were murdering every Christian they can find. But you're telling me there's no Iraqi that is Christian right now and no Christian churches? You're mentally ill. You're mentally
okay.
ill.
I'll say this: there's very few.
Yeah,
in
when
Iraq.
America was funding Al Qaeda, and when you guys were in there, you were destroying their Christian buildings. Yes. Yes, when America invaded. Yeah, how many? Hey, can I ask you a question, Rogers? You're mad about the Christian churches in Iraq. How many people? How many people of Iraq did America murder when they invaded Iraq?
Why do you care? Like, why do you want to be here?
Because Rogers cares.
Hold on.
Rogers cares about the couple of churches, but he doesn't care about Iraqi people.
Let me answer.
Okay, let's let Rogers speak.
How many Christian Iraqis were murdered by Americans, Rogers?
Unalive, can you please say eliminated or something, please, Minar? Thank you.
Minar, I think you're under the wrong. I think you're under the wrong pretense. I do not support. I've never supported the Iraq War. I'm not a fan of that war.
You support America.
No, I literally told you in the Discord call that we were in like an hour or so ago that I'm not a constitutionalist or anything like that. I'm not trying to take America back to any type of certain standard. Like I'm trying to get it to Orthodox Christianity, not this Enlightenment Protestant standard, but an Orthodox Eastern Orthodox standard. That's what I've been trying to do, not this Protestant Enlightenment standard. Maybe some in here would actually like that standard. I, for one, am not one of those proponents. I don't support what America did with Iraq or with the Middle East. It took a lot of young soldiers away from America and their families. I wasn't a fan of that. I even lost an uncle because of that war for a senseless reason. So I can agree with you. Like there was a lot of murders that went on by America to Iraq. I don't have a problem saying that.
My argument is Islamic societies, once we conquer America and we exile all your politicians, if not worse.
Conquer America.
If not
Get
worse.
the fuck out of here.
If not worse, us Muslims will conquer you. I'm saying that
your
churches will be safe. You will be able to practice your Christianity.
Okay.
I'm saying, but if you had the power, you would never allow me to practice my religion. You would never allow me to practice my actual faith inside the school system, and you would oppress me. That's what I'm saying. That's my argument. The argument is they're Islamic and Muslims are more benevolent
for that.
The constitutionalists or the ones that claim to be constitutionalists and Christians. We're more benevolent.
Is anybody reading this? This article that I've brought up?
I've seen the top.
Yeah. Is anybody gonna recognize that there has been a war on Afghanistan? There's funding to attack and murder and fund Iraqis, and there was a war in Iraq. Is anybody gonna acknowledge? Where's that acknowledged in this article?
I guess the Abraham Accords never happened.
I've been reading this article the whole time, and I cannot see one place where they mention that there's been 20 years of warfare and destruction and funding, and America murdered Saddam Hussein, the president of Iraq, and next proceeded to murder all the Iraqis, pretty much 1.5 million Iraqis. I'm not seeing any mention of that here. How many of the Iraqis were Christians? Do you know average? Does it mention here that were murdered by American invasion of Iraq?
Can you please say eliminated? Like it's like last one.
How many eliminated Christians were there when you guys invaded Iraq? Do you know?
I'll look.
Does it say in the article? I don't see it in the article.
I'll have to look outside.
I actually don't see any mention of that war in the article.
Yeah, you're right. In this article, I need to look that up separately. Can you answer a question from the chat?
That's incredible.
Somebody would like to know if you're currently practicing. You're a practicing Muslim.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What does this have to do with our debate?
because people would like to know if your information on the religion is up to date, and I think that has it's relevant because it does consider
Did I
your
argue for
personal relationship to the
anything
faith.
about my religion right now? This whole
Well,
time I
you
haven't
are
made,
arguing that
this whole time I haven't made
produces a
one
better
religious
world.
argument. I haven't made one moral
You are
religious
arguing that it produces a better world, Minar, are you not?
argument. That's not what I argued yet. I haven't made that
What do you
argument
mean?
yet.
You said that you told Mr. that with like Islam that the world would be better, that we wouldn't have like degenerate problems and stuff like
asked
that.
him why would Islam be worse, and he couldn't present a better, an actual answer. That was my question. I was like,
I answered it 4
sarcastically
times.
telling him, is it because your schools are gonna be better and you're gonna have more literate children? I was being sarcastic, and he failed to give me a real reason why he didn't want Muslims to take over.
No, I've answered it 4 times.
What was it again? Remind us, because we're not white.
You are diametrically opposed to the
'cause
Constitution.
we're not white.
That's what it is.
That's literally what he's trying to say. Diametrically opposed to the Constitution means we're not white. That's literally what he means, guys.
Oh, you're right.
Think about it, guys. Think about it for more than half a split
Great
second.
argument. Haven't heard that
No,
one
no, I'm
before.
serious. I'm serious. What else do you mean by that? What else do we mean by that? Why do we? Isn't the Constitution altered all the time and amended all the time? Like what? The Constitution.
No, it's mainly benefited through the evolution of jurisprudence. So like case law decided on elements of the Constitution.
So case
that,
law is
like,
allowed
do
to
form
decide on the
elementary
Constitution,
doctrine.
right? No, but case law is
It's
allowed
a
to
secondary
interpret the
component.
Constitution. But they're allowed to interpret
Correct.
it however they want, right? So they're
Correct.
allowed
Courts
to
interpret the Constitution.
And whoever interprets the Constitution can change a lot of the meaning of what the Constitution is trying to prevail, right?
Correct.
So thank you. So why is it
No,
why is it
it's funny.
illegal?
Wait.
Can I say my statement and my point and answer it? Why is it illegal for Muslim to do that? To change your Constitution?
Well,
Nobody ever said that.
No one said that.
That's what he's arguing for. That's what Mr. was saying. He was saying we are.
when is he saying that Muslims
we
form
are
a court,
we
like the
are
Supreme
diametrically
Court?
opposed to the Constitution.
But Manar, my friend, nobody said that.
But doesn't the Constitution allow me to actually create changes and interpret it in any way I want?
If you can make a strong case
There's
and
a
get
way
enough
to do
people to
it.
support it, yes.
That's all. That's all I need to do.
Not
is
not
legally,
not just a not just like I can just do
but
it however
legally
I
I can
want to.
change the
Fuck it.
law, and then I can make that
Sure.
that new interpretation.
Yes, but under the current normative means you can't do it the way that
Isn't
you're.
the whole argument
like,
against Mamdani is that they're gonna start crawling all around our ability to create laws and change the laws of the land so they can actually interpret the Constitution?
I don't know it.
anyway?
I don't know anything
Isn't
about.
that the
I don't
whole
know anything
argument about Muslims being mayors and stuff like that?
No.
I don't
Why was
know
the
anything
argument then?
about
Why was
that
people
stuff.
upset?
And people are upset because sanctuary cities are in violation of multiple federal laws, okay, including illegals voting, for one, on top of other things, using taxpayers. And here's the
aren't
thing:
those
if
brand new
New
laws?
York want, just let me hold on. If New York wants that for themselves, that's fine. But what's not okay is for them to push that onto other states that
Can I ask
don't
you a
agree,
question?
and that's
If
what's happening
laws
right now.
ever change, I mean, if laws just change all the time based on whoever is ruling the land, and why should we adhere to laws? Why should we adhere
Because
to the
that's
Constitution
the-
if anybody
that's the,
can interpret it however they
hold
want?
It's
on.
the enforcement arm of the
Because
enforcement
that's
arm of
what-
the government. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Mr.
Yeah, so
right.
why can't
it
we
holds
do
us
it?
together. It stops us from an all-out civil war.
Why can't we do it on a never-ending, never misinterpreted, and well-studied document rather than the Constitution? Why can't we do it on a flimsy?
That's assuming it's
man-made-
not well studied.
Yeah, the
That's
Constitution.
assuming
is a
it's not
piece of
well.
paper.
Yeah, but you're saying it's not well studied. That's an assumption. What's the argument?
Yeah, we need a book. I'm saying we don't need a piece of paper. We need a book.
It's a comprised book of laws that follow into it. Yes.
You've interpreted the Constitution with these laws. I'm saying, what is the Constitution itself?
The Sharia
The
is
Constitution itself needs
interpreted.
to explain itself. That's what
Menard,
I'm
the
saying.
Sharia is interpreted. Any type of literature is going to be interpreted in some type of scope.
No, the Sharia is interpreted in the living embodiment of the Quran, which was Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
You
Any
just
question
you just said it's interpreted, brother.
Yes, it's interpreted by the living embodiment of the Quran, which is Prophet Muhammad, which means that if you have a question, you look at the Prophet Muhammad. My question is, if I have a question about Constitution, who do I
There's
look
different
after?
schools of thought.
Who do I
There's
look
different
after?
schools of thought that
Who do I look
interpret
at?
the
Who do
Quran,
I
brother.
look at if I have a
Okay,
question about the
let's let
Constitution?
Rogers respond.
Besides
please,
my
Menard.
my subjective
Please,
interpretation
let him
of
respond.
it. Fucking loser.
But brother, you didn't walk away from the problem. Like, you didn't actually answer. You just obfuscated from it. Even the Quran itself has different interpretations. Or I'm sorry, not that way. Hold on. I made a Freudian slip there. Even people interpret the Quran differently. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
I apologize.
And they are wrong. That's why I'm telling you. The Constitution cannot necessarily claim it's wrong because it's not able to explain itself. Other laws and other people and other judges have to interfere.
You understand
and
that you understand that the Constitution itself, Menard, you understand the Constitution itself played heavily or got heavily a lot of its provinces and laws because of the Bible, right?
Oh, what does that mean? Why don't you believe in the Bible
No,
as
well,
the Constitution? Why does it have to be a
this is what's
Constitution?
fair about it.
No. If that's a true claim, then why don't we just make the standard the Bible instead of the Constitution as the law of this Christian land?
The Constitution is in a compromise between the states.
I'm sorry. Rogers just made an argument. He said that
it's a compromising interpretive work of what was going on, because as you said, there were people that did. I guess so, Menard.
Because the Constitution cannot tell you what it actually is trying to convey. You have to just assume it.
Interesting.
Do you understand?
I mean, there's some questions there, but I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let that. I'm going to let that run because I have some questions there. But
you need a better if you want to make it as a moral, legal platform and framework. You're going to need much more detailed and enunciated and clarifications that are only acceptable.
You understand? Yes,
post.
And you.
But
yes,
the Constitution itself is nothing. It's nothing. It's just a piece of paper.
Which is why we have a normative model of subjective agents that make those interpretations. i.e. Congress, Supreme Court, that come to a consensus of what law should be through extensive study.
They don't have a reference besides the case law that they've created themselves. The first person that actually let's say the first person that misinterpreted the Constitution, that's what everybody has to rely on from now on, because the Constitution itself cannot clarify itself.
Sometimes.
So the Constitution. Even though let's say you are following the Constitution, you're following a misinterpretation of the Constitution forever. Why can't we follow something a little bit more detailed that can clarify?
Yeah. The argument is the Constitution itself is a living document.
That the argument is that it's a living document proves that it's ever evolving, which means it's never true.
Because jurisprudence constantly changes the interpretation.
Exactly, it means that it's never true.
That means it's a living.
What
do you mean?
No, that doesn't follow. That does not follow. That's because it changes. It's never true.
It's like you're saying the Bible has a patch notes. There's a patch update. We're updating the software, and there's a new law that just appeared in the Bible. No. There's always the same laws. Now, what happens is let me finish. There's extremely specific cases that maybe you might have to try to interpret the law a little bit more, and you need scholarly work, and you need to go and do a little bit more study. But I'm not talking about these very specific small little cases, which, by the way, are not applied to the majority and the general of the public. These are applied very slim cases, like saying, for example, we don't have to cut his hand off because he was robbing because he was so hungry, for example. They only made that decision, even though it's, you know what I mean, the interpretations of it are to you know, you're allowed to dismiss the interpretations a little bit because and deviate from them, because actually it expands, the Quran itself expands on itself. It says you are not to steal except if you're in, like, it says in extreme hunger God's very forgiving. It's not saying just go and steal, but it's clarifying to itself, at least, for example. But the Constitution cannot clarify. It has to rely on a random judge saying that, yeah, we are allowed to make this guy eat now. And so now, because you made this guy eat, maybe you've created a whole new jurisprudence of cases that are completely immoral and against the Constitution, and actually what it was trying to, prevail and explain. And
so here's what I'd like to do, Manar. So we only have a limited amount of time. Jess did come up here to talk about the stream, so I'd like to let her do that. But before I do, I'd like everybody, you'll have the benefit of the last word, Manar, because you are in the minority here in terms of your expression of your position. I'd like to let Mr. go, then Rogers, and then you can provide your closing statements. And then I'm going to kick you guys off and let Jess talk about the content. Unless other people want to stay and talk about the content, then just let me know. But I think that's fair. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah,
AVG,
that's fair.
Yeah, Jess.
Is there any possibility of playing nationalism? Like, I'll even send you in a dono.
No. No, we can't play nationalism on this channel. I have to put it on freaking members only. It's like, I've got to completely reformat the video. I'd like to keep this up. I think this has been a really productive. I mean, I guess I could. How much? Okay. How much are you going to pay for nationalism?
Go give me a number that you're willing to accept to be able to play it.
$60 and I'll play nationalism, but I will put this video on members only and I'll reformat the main content.
All right. You got to do it while everyone's still up here, though. That's the deal.
Obviously.
Minar, I hope you know I argue with you in love, brother.
Okay.
Wait,
right,
but I'm leaving. I'm leaving. That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. I want her to beg me to come back. I want her to beg me to come back for her $60. Poor victim average. Poor you average.
What?
I feel
Who's
bad.
In the original wording, just admit as we continue to understand it. Like that's the difference. Like, I'm not saying like I'm not saying that like we can't be wrong in every aspect. I'm just saying like, hey, like the original wording hasn't been changed. It's just further amendments and clarifications have been made.
It's just so annoying. I can't believe.
Which is the same thing with the Sharia. That was my whole point of bringing that up. If he has a problem with it, he has a problem with the Sharia. There's no problem with like having further amendments on a law.
I'll remember this, Rogers.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll just
I mean,
get
he's not here to respond,
last...
but Mr. go ahead. Jesus.
I'll just get my last word in while you're working everything. Yeah, you know, for the chat out there, do you see what happens when I bring up like certain issues like that? Do you see what happens? This shit happens to me all the time, every single time, when I bring up the small hat thing and the division on the right. It's like someone has to come in and throw a wrench in it because, apparently I'm on to something. And the point of all that was actually about Uncle Tom, because he falls into that narrative, Uncle Tom. That was it.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, Jess, you came up here you paid good money. You paid up here to discuss about.
He could have stayed. He could have stayed up here and let us play nationalism. He it would have made you a little bit of money.
I dislike him more now.
Fucking ran like a little bitch.
Well, yeah, Menard, I'd like the $60, you bugger. You got rid of my $60. What the heck, dude? All right. The poll has ended. Does Menard have a leg to stand on? Are the Christian populists evil?
Fuck
no,
no,
says 90%.
I don't want to give her $60. She doesn't deserve it.
10% say yes. All right. Jess, you had something to say about content vampires. The floor is yours. Please proceed.
I originally opened the panel when you were talking about.
Fucking boring. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, what the fuck am I supposed to just let you make money off of me? While you're fucking sitting there attacking Islam? How about you go fuck yourself? What the fuck? You fucking retard. Fucking hilarious. She's mad that I actually left, that I didn't let her have $60. First of all, why would you ask for $60 for a fucking song, you fucking piece of shit? What a disgusting individual. What an untalented, disgusting individual. Goldie Rogers, get in the Discord, man. You're my final opponent. Let me finish you off real quick. Get in the Discord, bro. Let me explain something to you. Come here. What a disgusting human being. Do I owe you anything? Do I owe you money? Do you... what the fuck? What the fuck, man? You're lucky that you have me for a second. You're lucky. You're lucky
Hey,
to
my
have
friend.
them.
I hope you know it's all love.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all love. Yeah,
It is. It
so
genuinely
do you
is all
understand
love.
my point? Do you understand my point in the actual argument there? That you guys sit there trying to argue that America deserves to be upheld by the Constitution. The Muslims, they cannot uphold the Constitution because they can't understand the Constitution. They're not actually even willing to have, they don't even have the will to try to understand our culture and the values of the Western civilization and the Western authority. And I'm telling you, your values are ever changing. They've always been ever changing from the inception of your so-called constitutions, and which is your moral and legal framework, really, let's be frank here, of your nation. There've always been different interpretations that are led by different religious groups and different sociological groups, and these have always actually, right now, that's the biggest divide in your fucking culture, is who gets control of the laws of the land, because they can interpret the Constitution however they want, and they can move the country however they want. That is your biggest argument right now. And I'm saying, why would you say that is better than just having strict, not misguided, and only changing framework of moral and legal framework, very specific cases, not for every case, that as long as a human being that has a different ideology shows up, they can change the whole framework. Why don't we just create a framework that's consistent for all of history, that has been studied or has been, for example, divinely interpreted and epiphanied into our heads? And why is it better that we're actually Americans, and why isn't it worse that random fucking liberals are allowed to change the Constitution and misinterpret the Constitution any way they want, and come into the Congress and change the laws of the land of the Congress, but God forbid a Muslim does that? I'm not understanding that. Why are we not being able to uphold liberal and I guess constitutional values, but liberals are able to do that? How are liberals able to uphold constitutional values? Isn't believing the Constitution literally mean that you have to believe that it could be amended and changed?
Yeah, that's why I don't really hold to it. That was my whole point of what I was talking with you about, and why I was trying to clarify stuff. But I don't hold to the Constitution like that. I don't care for it. I don't.
Why can't we control your Constitution? If you don't give a fuck about your Constitution, why can't Muslims take over it?
That's not my argument.
I want to know.
It's never been my argument.
Why is it that Muslims are taking over American Constitution and actually change the laws of?
Hold on, brother. I've always made it the case that I've always made it the case with you today that, hey, I want the system to be ran under an Orthodox Christian aspect, whatever that's going to mean, because that's what I want to hold to, because that's what I think is divinely inspired.
See, at least you have
That's
an
my
argument.
whole argument.
At least you have an argument. You can say I have scriptures that I believe that are upheld by God.
Yeah, and that's why I don't hold to the
They
Constitution.
don't have an argument though.
Even though
They
it's
don't have an
influenced by it.
argument. What do they have? Oh well, I believe that I won this piece of paper that was created by a bunch of people that was misinterpreted by English language. Like, what is their argument? That I want to believe in the laws that were created by the judges that interpreted the Constitution. I believe in the legal and moral framework that the judges decided by interpreting the Constitution and its amendments.
So what their argument mainly comes down to, and I'm not going to act like I'm going to defend their argument. I really don't care. I'm just going to explain it. They are holding that there are currently examples, massive examples of what's going on where there are either some form of leftist ideology or some form of Muslim ideology. I don't necessarily agree with it, Minar, but that's what their argument is. That is unconstitutional.
Yeah,
that's what their whole argument was. Not necessarily this
my
aspect
claim is
of
there's no proof it's unconstitutional.
wanting to do a certain thing with the Constitution,
Yeah.
but rather that there's being these population groups that are being unconstitutional.
Yeah, my
and
claim
being
is it's
un-American.
actually not constitution at all, and any religious group can come in and change the Constitution and amend its laws, and as long as there's a majority and they do it diplomatically using democracy.
Yeah, sure.
So what is the other claim now? How can anybody else say that Muslims are not allowed to come and rule over their land? If you believe
I
in
don't
the
think
Constitution
I or
and
anybody
the laws
else
of the
made
land,
that
you should
argument
also
against it.
concede that that's part of the Constitution. That if they are diplomatically chosen to change the laws of the land, they have to be accepted.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
That's it.
If
Then that's it.
what you
Everybody
wanna
that
go for,
argues
then
that
yeah.
America should be not a Christian country or let's say non-Muslim country, they have to concede that no,
Yeah,
that's
why-
actually not the framework.
That's why I don't like the Constitution.
Yeah, that's
why I
not.
don't
Yeah,
like the
exactly. That's not the legal framework of this fucking country. This fucking country's trash. It literally has no legal framework except whoever likes the legal framework to be. Like, it's so disgusting.
It has a legal framework in a sense. It doesn't have a objective religious legal framework, which is the issue. That's what I view as the issue.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, that's the biggest problem. We don't care about legal systems if they're not upheld by religious, objectively, like religious objective views, because they can be completely flawed. If a legal system is not following jurisprudence of, for example, you agree with me, especially you. If it's not following Christian jurisprudence, you should not have any respect for that legal system. Like, you
Sure.
live in it, you don't want to break the law, you don't want to start driving 700, like, as long as you're not hurting, I think as long as you're not hurting people, though, if your legal system, for example, says you should go and hurt people, I would argue that you should do no harm. There is a case where, you should follow the laws of the land, but until they force you to disfollow the laws of your religion. We agree to that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, sure. We can agree to that. I was trying to remember the exact verse I was thinking about, but there's an aspect in verse in the Bible that essentially is made that holds similar to my kind of beliefs. If it falls in line to Christian values, I don't have a problem with that aspect of the laws. It's when it doesn't.
Just
for
like
example,
me, I cannot say. I literally
Sure.
have, for example, I don't have an argument to say, well, Christians are not allowed to come and take over the constitutional framework and legal framework of this land. That's actually, we should actually get rid of all. What the fuck? How the fuck? Where the fuck am I having this? If I'm a constitutionalist and I believe in American legal framework, where am I bringing up this argument from? How am I? Where is this argument coming from?
Sure. Also, I also wanted to say again, I gave up the whole, or I conceded the whole halal meat aspect. That wasn't my argument there. But
what a dumb argument! It's like no, I don't want Muslims to come and better my life. It's like, what? This a problem for us to bring halal food? clean, like literally halal. Why? What is halal? It means you're actually allowed to eat it, which means it's actually.
I'm genuinely a big fan of Middle Eastern
crazy.
and Mediterranean food. That's probably my best. That's
crazy.
like my favorite type of food.
You don't even think
don't
about
have a
it.
problem.
You're like, why would God even do that? Now you realize that these conglomerations and corporations would take advantage if there was no laws, and that's what they're doing. They changed all of the law. They forced these atheistic liberal politicians into this land, took all of the political standings and positions, and then made them change the laws into this atheistic liberal framework that has no regard to human decency and no regard to human laws about the nature of eating the food or the nature of any human behavior, really, except what they deem to cause harm.
Right, and when they do get religious people in, it's typically the people that don't understand their actual religion all that well. So they do things in a very incorrect manner. I agree with you there.
Yeah, I agree with the protest. That's, for example, the Protestants. Yeah, they're being used like the evangelicals. They're being used by these atheistic politicians.
Agreed. This is a position that's been made by a lot of say Eastern Orthodox and many of the
I know Goldie Rogers about the Zionist movement. Me and you, we agree because we see this clearly, but we still till now I'm hearing these arguments that Muslims cannot take over this land, and I'm just trying to understand constitutionally where's the framework, why.
Yeah, I don't think I really
they
have.
They literally have
that
no argument. Yeah, like if you're a constitutionalist, you literally have no argument. Now, if you're a religious person, traditionalist, you can say, well, no, I want my own religious framework to rule over the land. So now a constitution has to say, I want my own religious framework to rule over the land. But his constitution is a framework that was like that used. Like the Constitution is a living.
I only care.
Like you said, the Constitution is a living document. Whoever is reading the Constitution is interpreting it. Whoever is the one holding the bias will enforce it. Like that's how it is. That's what the Constitution is.
Like, and that's like when it holds and appeals and uses the Bible in aspect with the Constitution, that's where I'm fine with it. When it's trying to have its own interpretive model of being accepting of certain things that would be, say, like heresies in the Eastern Orthodox Church, that's when it's an issue for me. That's been that's why I'm not a constitutionalist.
Me and you, we agree. If you're a religious person, if you LARP as a religious person, you have to. If you don't want to be a LARPer, you have to actually hate the Constitution of America. You have to despise it. You have to be disgusted by it. You have to hate this legal framework. That's why I'm so disappointed that Charlie Kirk keeps arguing for this Constitution of America that is and basically taking precedence over his Christian Bible. I'm like, what the like every time you see him talking, he's talking about upholding his Constitution. That's taking precedence over his Christian Bible. And if you want to tell me it has references of Christian authority, why don't we just use the Christian Bible as the legal framework then? What is the argument against that?
Yeah, I even said this like 4 hours ago in the chat. I was like, I said in this, I don't want to have to support things like TPUSA for too long, and just like Andrew Wilson said before, because he's went on many X Lives and stuff. He's made it apparent that like even with the issues that TPUSA has, it's a structured system that mostly aligns within Christianity, and it sucks that like in order to actually get what I want, I have to appeal to that model, which means I have to appeal to Christian Zionism, which I absolutely hate and I think is a unbiblical heresy. Like I literally don't see the reason why we need to literally give up young men's lives to help out a bunch of secularist Israelites.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I don't know. Do you think a lot of people agree with you in America, or do you think people disagree with you?
I think when it comes down to a lot of the the more evangelical Protestant Christianity, there's a good bit that's not going to agree with me, and that's the point. I don't like what they're doing.
What a shame.
Like I've never liked the type of Christianity that justified a complete and total evasion of the Middle East. I wasn't a fan of that. It took my dad away from me for like half my life, and it was the thing that killed my uncle. So yeah, I feel you. I don't like what it did. Now, if I think there's a justified conflict, sure, but the way that the Iraq War was done, the way that the Middle Eastern wars were done, in so far as like a complete invasion, no, that was where I'm like, it's a little too far.
Yeah, that's amazing. I appreciate you. A lot of people don't, I think, agree with you. A lot of people.
Yeah, I don't care that they don't agree with me. Like
Especially
never.
Christians. Like I think Mr. was a Christian, and he was arguing to uphold the Constitution, and like he had so much respect for the Constitution. I just don't understand it. As a religious person, you should not have any respect to anything except your legal framework. And I understand you're in the land and you want to uphold the land's laws, but like I'm just saying, like preference wise, you should always want your legal framework to be the law of the land. You should not want a random liberal ever evolving as everybody literally keeps arguing, and that's actually that's my whole point. It's a living document. It's like it has no standard. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a standard.
Yeah. Take for example this whole thing with the
how, where the fuck in the Constitution do we allow that now we can't have like now you have to pay child support to your like, you see what I mean? Like who the wait, like how did the Constitution who gotta get us to this point that we're supposed to pay child support? It's not the Constitution. It's just people telling you what they think the Constitution told them. Like that's how it is. It's fucking insane. That's literally what the legal framework of America is. It's these judges that tell you this is what our epiphany was about what to do in this case.
Take a good example of this, because I want to state this. The whole thing that happened in New York with a bunch of the Muslims that went there and prayed in the middle of the street. I say that's a byproduct of literally the Constitution. I say, why are you so angry about it? It's literally the adverse effect of what.
Yeah.
It's literally the active effect of what the Constitution allows you to
Only
do.
if you're a religious Christian would you have the right to be angry, because you would like, no, this is against my legal framework that I want to impose. If you're a liberal and you believe in liberal values and American values and Western values, you have to. This is the problem: is these Christians they LARP in Western values with Christian values. They oppose each other. They're not one and the same with one another. Western values and Christian values.
I was like, if you want to. Again,
by the way, that's literally what his argument was. That's literally what was Mr.'s argument was that I'm diametrically opposed to Constitution because I'm a Muslim, but he's not, because he's a Christian. You see what I mean? Like he literally LARPs in Western values as Christian values. He doesn't understand that he's actually against them completely.
Yeah, it's like if you wanna hold the Constitution, don't get surprised when you have Margaret Thatcher's and Madeleine Murray O'Hare's that make up the American atheist activist organizations.
Yeah, you cannot
don't get mad.
You cannot say you're Christian and say, but I uphold Western values. You uphold Christian ethics and values. You uphold a Christian legal framework. You are not a Christian if you uphold liberal Western values. See, this is the problem. Every time he LARPs in Western with Christian, I just hear white. You know what I mean? Like, I'm white. I'm not diametrically opposed to to liberal Western civilization values because I'm white. Like, that's, you know, like.
So okay,
like,
okay.
As a Christian, I'm
Because
not
maybe
opposed to
I've been
these values because I'm
misunderstanding it.
white. Like, that's what I'm hearing. Because I'm like, there's no other explanation.
Like when
for why,
you're
as a
saying white,
Muslim, I'm not
you
allowed
mean
to
like
do
being soft, being unchristian, or being
Yeah, for being forceful.
being soft, being forceful of like literal aspects, being soft, being what was it? Being unreligious, secular in a sense. That's what you mean?
Yeah, like being forceful of your, like, he's basically mad that Muslims are so strong in what they believe in. That's what he's saying. Like, that's why we diametrically oppose Western values. That's the only other claim that I could, deduct from him saying. Other than that, he's just saying that we are not Western. We are not white. That's all I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Like, he's a Christian that is a Westerner, and that's why, like, because just because you're Christian doesn't mean you're upholding Western values, or you're not diametrically opposed to Western values. But that's what I'm hearing. I'm not hearing that he's Christian. I'm hearing that he's white. You see what I mean? Or that Muslims are so, or like Christians are so lenient, they don't give a fuck, and Muslims are so harsh and extreme that they will completely oppose these Western values. I guess that's the only other thing I'm hearing. Anyways, I gotta go, Goldie. Nice conversation. I will be back tomorrow, inshallah. Maybe, not sure, but if I do, it'll be much shorter than this.
All right, man. Peace be with you.
Thank you, my brother. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yep. Take.
Peace, my brother.